Have so much fun, guys.
We're also on.
Oh, we're live. Yeah.
And we are playing D&D.
We're live.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
I understand we're live.
We are.
Hey. Wow, guys. On the internet.
Let's do this thing.
Let's do this thing.
Wait, no, we can't actually do this thing for another 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, we can.
No, we're just hanging out.
We're
We're
just
just
fapping
spinning
around.
Oh, okay, fun.
How's everyone's day?
Actually, so good. Oh, my apartment block just had like a scream. You know that
Have you
I
not
think they
heard
were
about
like
that? At
thanking
7.
the medical staff
Yeah.
or whatever, but they all got their like pots and pans and whatnot.
Yeah, every night at
Like,
7.
oh, is that it's every night? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it
a
happens in
Okay.
our neighborhood too.
I
Yeah.
assumed that like someone was getting robbed and then like everyone
Sorry.
was doing it. So I just
Sorry,
stood on the
what?
balcony.
What
I
is
don't
go
know
out
this?
and
what you're
stop
talking
it.
about.
Guys, I
Dude,
have
so,
no
like-
idea what you're talking.
At
I
7
was
o'clock,
sitting-
they
That
cheated
happened?
for the healthcare workers.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in my bed playing the Animal Crossing, which anyone's playing Animal Crossing, please give me your
Wait,
code.
hold on. Stop.
Yo.
Stop. Who plays Animal Crossing? Who plays Animal
What?
Crossing? Add me on Animal Crossing.
How have we not been playing Animal Crossing together, dude?
Look, I played it for about 2 days, and like
Explain to me
I-
how you can play Animal Crossing together. I thought it was a single player game.
you understand that the
No.
internet exists,
Adam.
right, Adam?
Jesus, Adam.
Adam.
Oh my god.
This is live
God.
and being recorded. You can't take
No,
that
I
back. People are gonna Google you and they'll see that you don't understand how the internet works. That's gonna fucking haunt you, dude.
The hashtag We Hate Adam is gonna start retrending.
Sean.
No,
it
no.
transcends
Sean.
hate, and now it's just sadness.
Sean, I'm gonna send you my Switch code, friend code.
Okay,
right
great.
now. Like right
Absolutely. Well, I'm not
Like,
gonna play it.
Leonard,
while
we're on the
playing
internet.
Sean,
I'll send
say
mine
your
later.
friend code out loud right now.
What, the like 10-digit
Yeah.
number that I have memorized?
Yeah.
SW15669244420.
Right.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Nice. But yeah, so I'm just playing that and I just hear like pots and pans rattling, and I was like, so I go over to the balcony and sure enough, and right at the same time Adam is, because Adam and I live together, for all those who don't know. And we step out onto the balcony. I'm like, oh, I can do better. And I like, everyone was like, yeah. I'm like,
You tried to one up the thank you.
I 100% did.
Oh my
We
god.
were
And,
confused as to what it was about, so he just like roared into the fucking ether.
I thought it was like everyone's pent up anxiety, and it's like, oh, it's like
That's exactly
the,
what
like,
it is.
7 p.m. scream. I can get
Is
behind
it
this.
not?
Yeah.
That's
A little
good.
column A, a little column B.
We just-
But it did wonderful things for my personality or health care.
Your personality.
Yeah, your
That-
personality.
Here, you know, I'm just gonna do a little thingy, just be like, hey, we exist, we're live.
In our
If I go
neighborhood, it's
live on
pots and
Instagram
pans.
while we're live on Twitch, that's trippy. Like,
I think that'll
That's a
crash
lot
your
of
internet.
live.
I
that's a lot
love
of
that.
live.
Okay,
That's
I
a-
won't do that. I'll just
That's
do a little
do it.
One
story.
to
Do
be
it.
live.
No,
I
you
can
can do
do
it.
it.
No, I'm not
You're a
gonna
coward.
do it.
I'm
Do it,
like,
coward.
yeah.
You're a coward.
Our internet's doing fine.
Sorry, are we saying
be
do it,
afraid.
coward? Do it, coward.
Do it, coward.
Do it, coward.
No, I'm not gonna do it. Look, I'm trying to do this, and I'm fundamentally bad. Oh, you're gonna see my fucking janky ass lighting setup. Oh,
Yeah,
actually, you
dude.
know what? Let me just show everybody.
Show everybody.
We're live. We're about to
I
kick
feel
off
like we all
D&D,
have
and
pretty-
this is my
Live on live.
fucking janky lighting setup.
Hi,
Enjoy.
internet.
Yes, but
Internet
they can't hear you because you're in my
sounds
ear. They can just hear me. I'm not even gonna quality control this. I'm just gonna send it out to the world.
Whoa,
Should we do some
unfiltered.
announcements?
Should we?
maybe
Oh,
get
Do we
into
have
that?
announcements?
Yeah, we do.
We do. We
Oh,
have
sweet.
actually.
Oh, cool, cool,
I
cool.
think a couple.
Yeah. So for all of you who are watching us, thank you so much. And you might see, I can't even point to where it is, but that sweet, sweet logo in the corner, and also those sweet character overlays that are flashing on the screen.
Mhm.
I think they're above Adam, maybe.
They are above
these-
me and Matt.
These are done by our amazing artist, Tiana, and she's at miss._Marston at Instagram. Tiana, you are the very, very best. We love you so much, and we are so excited to announce her as our official campaign artist. So she's putting out a whole bunch of art for us and is currently in the works of a group piece of art, and I'm got a taster of it this morning, and oh my God, I'm so excited. So we'll hopefully be rolling you out that whenever she's done because there's no rush because it's the best. We love you, Tiana, so much. So thank you. Yeah, and that's all I got for announcements. That's it.
Nice.
Also, a couple of us are working on something very spicy and exciting.
And it's
Spicy.
stuck in my head.
So spicy.
It's real good.
It's deeply spicy.
Oh, dude, it's so hot. It's like, oh my god. It would be like
Well,
the second
hopefully-
to last thing on Crazy Wings.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what the hot takes? Crazy Wings
Hot
was the little
ones.
bird.
Hot ones
Yeah.
is the,
was
the
Flappy
name you're
Bird.
looking for.
Yeah, when they kill that bird and then they do it in Hot Ones, they call it
But
hot takes.
we hopefully will have it done by Saturday. Monday, because we're streaming on next Monday.
That's right.
Oh,
We
Yeah.
should have it done.
Monday,
Oh, boy.
Monday.
We should have it done by Monday, hopefully.
We'll have it done with
We'll have it done by
bells
Monday.
on.
But it's very exciting, so keep yourself posted. Be excited for something. Get hyped. Get hyped.
I don't think
Sweet.
we have any more announcements. Should we play some?
I have one last
it's 8
announcement, which
o'clock.
is
Yeah.
also
Uh-huh.
thank you to the artist who did all of our description. If you scroll down a little bit on our stream, which is also very pretty. Thank you to Haley Burse at
The birds.
Art by Haley B on Instagram. You should probably check out. Now we're done our announcements.
Alrighty.
Sweet. All right. Shall we just dive right in then?
Let's do it.
So, last week, for those of you just joining us tonight, Blackwater, having made their way through the remaining chambers of the Tomb of the Raven Queen, a series of challenging rooms designed to weed out any would-be trespassers, you finally arrived at the burial chamber itself, only to find a cracked sarcophagus in the center of a massive pool of blood, hovering above the Matron of Vengeance, a newly adopted identity of the goddess once known as the Raven Queen. After spending the last couple millennia trapped in the negative plane, being betrayed by the priestess Asilis, sister to Nepentha. After a brief parley, her exit left the cavern unstable. Before jumping planes, you took the body of Aegis the Displaced, and after a quick respite in the elemental plane of air, a number of new gifts, you returned to the ship that brought you to the Forgotten Expanse. Under the now yellow-tinged sky, you set sail back towards Icemeet. As you settled in for the evening, Nepentha called home, only to discover that the skies were yellow and that the temple Felinis had also just fought off an attack. So, after just learning this, we will pick up right there.
Oh gosh. So Neppy turns around and like her skin is blue, but if she could be like white, like if there was any equivalent of her being like white as a ghost, she would turn around.
She's like this color.
Yeah, probably close to that. Something's wrong. Felinis was attacked. I have to go home. Now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. How can we do that? How can we get home?
Well, the talisman will have to get us halfway there, but I can get us the other half. I've got access to plane shifting magic now. I can do that.
Well, I mean, have we been there before? Because I mean, I've got access to a little ditty I've been working on called Teleport. So we don't have to bop across, planes anymore. If that's chill with everybody else.
It actually might have. You've never been there, though, Letters.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Where is it?
It's on the continent that Kokani and I are from. The Ahmun-Kay Peninsula. So it's very far.
Okay,
from
so it's
here.
not Wolfreen. Oh shit.
No. This is not the temple in Wolfreen, Letters. This is my home.
Right.
This is Temple Felinis. We should sleep. Or we could bounce to the plane of air now and then sleep, and then I can get us there in the morning. But also, you are all under no obligation to come. I have to go.
Don't be daft.
We're
We're
coming.
coming with you.
Yeah, we're coming. I can get us to Wolfreen if that helps. Do we know anybody who can bop us from there? Do we know any other wizards in Wolfreen?
I don't know
Should
if
I
any of
have-
them have been there.
Oh.
Is the teleportation circle working? Would
There's
that
no
work?
there's no teleportation circle to Felinis. It will be fastest if we bounce up and down. I think
Okay.
I can call back Felinis and let them know that we can be there in under 24 hours. And to make ready for my arrival. Our arrival. This is not how I had wished to bring you all home to my temple, but desperate times, I suppose.
Right. Yeah.
All right. I should go and call home and let them know. Yes. And Neppy just kind of like wanders off back to a quiet area on the boat. She
Okay.
looks like very distraught.
Captain Nightshade is by us, right?
I wasn't. You did this in your quarters, yeah? Or did you do this out on the deck with everyone?
I would have cast sending in my quarters, but then come out on the deck
And
to
told
tell
everyone.
everyone. And then I wandered back
Okay.
into my quarters, just like,
Okay, so as you kind of wander off, you see Captain Shade kind of wander down. Sorry, y'all are leaving? We got to get through this fog.
Well, yeah. And we will. The good news is that all the stuff we did over at the temple, turns out we took care of the ghosts. No more ghosts in the fog.
Okay.
And also, the fog is going to disperse gradually. As you might have noticed, it's a little lighter. We got a little wind. So, you know, we've ascertained that hard part's over.
Well, I'm going to need some kind of assurance. So I'm not just leaving my crew out here to die.
Do you mean like money or?
That might be nice. Certainly
we
money
already
goes a
paid you.
long way.
Are you
Yeah,
asking for payment or like?
I'm asking for a little extra if y'all are going
Like
to
a
leave us high and dry.
hostage?
I don't need a hostage.
I thought that originally your plan was to drop us off on the island and then leave, and we paid
then
you
we
more to stay.
We paid you extra to stay.
Yeah, well, and now I've got your protection, and I don't want to give that up after the shit that we went through. When I made that original agreement, I didn't know what we were getting into.
I'm sorry, Captain, but it doesn't seem like you're holding many bargaining chips as is. We've paid you twice. Once to take us here, the other time to stay. Now you're asking more to not take us out.
Yeah, because I got to take these bunch of idiots on their own. Y'all are the only reason we made it here in the first place.
Are you saying you don't want to make an empty trip? That's what I'm saying.
I just don't want to die on the way home. Money's no good to me if I die.
What's gonna look? Everything that might have killed you, which didn't kill anybody on the way here, isn't there. I mean, except for those sirens, they might. Fuck. This is a good point.
Okay, well, let's put it this way. We can't leave right this second. So we have like 8 hours to get out.
All right. Can y'all make the ship go faster somehow?
I'm sure our wizards could figure something out, and then I'm gonna go to Neppy's quarters.
Yeah, I can. Sorry, how many crew do you have?
I've got about 23 now. We lost 2 on the way in, if you recall.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I don't have a lot for that.
I could make one crew member faster. Like if I made Terry faster, would that help?
I would love that if you made me faster.
I'm sure you would, Terry, but will that help?
Unless he can get out and row. It's not going to help me much. Well, y'all put your heads together.
Here,
okay?
I just want to understand where you're coming from. So the initial plan that you had before you knew we were coming to Danger Island was drop us off and then go. So what specifically are you afraid of, aside from like normal ocean stuff that would kill
all
you?
that shit that we came across on the way in.
Okay, ghosts, not a problem anymore.
Yeah, but what about them
don't worry about
sirens?
ghosts. Well, we figured out you stick a thing I propose in the 8 hours we have left, you come up with a simple yet comprehensive system of hand gestures to work out until you get back into open waters where you just have to worry about like leviathans and the usual flair, right? Am I crazy? I don't know a lot about boats. That's
all right. Well, if I could get your help making some of those ear things, we've
That
got some
I got-
candles. If you could melt down some candles,
I got a
for me.
ton. I made
Excellent.
far too many the last time we were coming
All
in.
right.
Question, letters. How many people can you teleport with this new spell of
I
yours?
can do 8.
Oh, okay.
So that's
good.
us plus 1 lucky crew member if they want to leave right now.
No, that none of them are
That's-
leaving. And you
isn't
see,
that
she
how
kind
we
of
got
turns
Clark?
around. That's a bunch of
That's right.
bunch of the crew members kind of cock their ear over.
Anybody
No.
want a one-way trip to I don't know where we're
Shut
going?
your mouth right now. That's enough of that. We're all sticking here together, except for your wall. You're just
Yeah.
running off.
Yeah. Look,
I'll take a basket of those ear things outside my cabin door.
we can do ear things. Finn, you want to make some ear things?
I already have like 15, but yeah, I'll make some more.
We're gonna need 46 because each of these 23 crew have 2 ears.
No, letters. I mean 15 pairs.
Oh, well, let's do 8 more.
Great
Right,
math,
so-
bud.
It's difficult
Kobe.
to role play someone with like maxed out intelligence when you are who you are.
So Gogani, you head down to Nepentha's room, and you find her inside, kind of sitting.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm trying to be strong. I feel guilty for being far from home for so long. I should have been there. I should have prevented it. I could have prevented it.
I'd sort of walk over and sit beside her, put my arm around her. I know that this is very hard, but you're exactly where your God wanted you to be. And we're going to do our best that we can to get there as soon as we can. But that's all we can do is our best. And for now, we're just going to have to go on a little bit of faith, huh?
You're right, darling. As always, we go on faith. I am, though under not these circumstances, I'm very much looking forward to having you see my home.
I'm very, very excited to see it. I mean, obviously, under better circumstances, I figured that we could maybe have had a nice trip, but
Yes.
I mean, this sort of trip does seem more on brand for us, unfortunately.
You're quite true. I would agree with that. It will be different there. There is much expected of me, a certain sense of propriety, I think, but I am the high priestess. I make my own choices now, and well, to be frank, I outrank all of them. So
That you do.
we will have to arrive on the doorstep. It would be presumptuous of me to bring you all inside. And there will be introductions, and then Hade will likely be exceedingly perceptive and realize that I am quite different than when I left. And
You are that indeed.
Yes, and she will likely perceive you as being part of involved with that. She is, if you think I am perceptive, she is more so. So just to be aware, I never knew my mother, but she is the closest thing I have.
Well, I'm I'm not the most experienced around family, but I'll try my best. But for now, till we can leave here, we have to get. I feel like we need to get this ship to safety as best as we can, and I think that while this is bad and stressful for both of us, I think that if we left and something happened here, that we'd both feel terrible. At least something, if ships get lost at sea, that's fine. But if we leave them in the middle of the place that no ships ever return from with the expectation that they'll return.
Are you suggesting we wait 2 to 3 weeks until we sail back to Icemead?
No, not at all. But I'm suggesting that we see what we can do before we have to go to get them out of this cloud.
Yes.
As best as we can.
Just give me a moment to gather my thoughts and to call home, and then I can come help in whatever way necessary.
Sure. I'll see you topside. I'd give her a little hug. Yeah?
I love you, Kokanee.
Love you too.
All right, go. I'll be up in a minute.
See you soon.
Okay.
Go upstairs.
Okay.
As he leaves, I am going to call Felinis back.
Okay.
I'm going to call Hade again. We make haste for Felinis. I will be there in under 24 hours. I will be joined by traveling companions, my friends. Please ready whatever's required and send my care to everyone. Home soon.
Kind of a moment passes. Good to hear your voice. Looking forward to seeing you. Guests are welcome. We are hosting some at the moment. Refugees. Prepare yourself. Things may get worse.
Okay. Neppy takes a moment just to like gather herself, and then she's going to she's actually going to take a moment to, before she leaves, she's actually going to put on her like ceremonial robes, like the full garbs. So they would be like a long sleeved black robes with like really detailed gold embroidery along the arms and along the bottom. She's wearing a dark shroud that kind of hooks onto her horns, and like there's like jewelry. It's like very ornate, mixed with her armor, and then she heads back upstairs.
It is the evening time now. It is night. As you come up on deck, you can see kind of everybody moving about the ship, kind of preparing as best they can and harnessing as much wind as they can.
All right, I feel like we have 23, but we should probably make extras because, like, things get lost. People mess up. Yeah, right?
Yeah, you're right. I just dropped a pair off the side. Fuck.
Oh, I guess some fish, they can plug their fish ears and not worry about sirens.
True.
Little joke, just trying to break the tension.
Captain?
Yeah?
Remind me, how long did it take us to get through the fog?
It was about a week and a half.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's a really fucking long time.
Yeah.
Why'd you agree to come up this? This is crazy.
Because y'all paid me a lot of money.
We did. You're right.
Up front.
We did. You're right.
And I'm not going to lie. I'm still trying to make a name for myself.
Also correct.
So, but
Well,
here we are.
Here
Y'all
we
made
are.
it through, but I'm 2 crew members down, facing
You are.
fog.
Hey, 50% of the way and only 2 crew members down. It's better
That
than
is pretty
50%.
good statistics.
Okay, you're saying that like it's okay if I lose a couple more. You know, it's expensive finding good crew members.
Oh, that's what you're worried about. The money side of things.
Yeah, of course, that's what I'm worried about. That's what
I think we've paid you a lot though. So finding
Yeah, we paid you
if you lose
quite
the same
substantially.
amount of crew members
Yeah,
on the way back
to go on a journey that was, I mean, a very high chance of failure.
Yeah.
High
So
risk, high reward.
exactly. So I'm saying you've only lost 2 crew members, which is tragic. Their lives were cut short. It's awful.
Okay.
But it was you took the money with the possibility of this ship sinking to the bottom of the ocean and everyone dying. So, silver linings.
Also,
And
how
as
well
a
did you-
bonus payment, here
And
are
a bonus
31
payment.
pairs of earplugs.
Hey, look
Okay,
at that.
okay. How much faster is the boat moving?
It's moving somewhat faster than your arrival in. It's definitely moving
Like
at a quicker
what
pace. And
percentage faster?
what
69.
Exactly,
Nice.
69%. Probably about 20% faster.
Okay.
But it seems to be gaining speed, and you also see that your visibility is better than it was before.
Well, that's
And
great.
It is not as quiet as it was before. That sort of deafening silence is seeming to abate a bit.
Does anybody have any like wind spells or like stuff that can push the boat or any way that we can go faster?
I can I've got like a few charges of I can push it with my hand for about 3 minutes. But I feel like my
With
big
your
hand, not
hand?
my actual.
Okay.
You know how I summon a big hand?
No, I
I mean-
don't. I barely know you.
I'm not talking to you. You've been paid. All right. Anyways, yeah, I can't do much. If things attack the boat, I'm much better there. If we want to leave the boat right now and not even have to worry about it, because as far as I'm concerned, we've paid. So,
Well, let Neppy would be back up on deck at this point. I can take us to the air elemental plane whenever we wish, and then we simply have to rest before the talisman can recharge, and then we can go. So everyone just say when, and I can make that happen for you.
I can make it dark. I can make it light. I can make us sneaky. I don't have any wind spells. I can
hit
see in the
people
dark.
hard.
I can make people
Terry
unlucky.
faster.
I don't.
Captain Shade, we are probably the worst
No,
people
it's fine.
to
It's fucking fine. It's fine. I get it.
Not good with
I get it. Well,
boats.
that's fine. Go ahead, leave.
Wait,
Go
no,
ahead.
I have an idea.
No.
Nope.
It's fine. If we do make it back, though, just better believe everybody's going to hear about Blackwater.
Can I
What,
can
that
I
we-
have we paid you fairly and then
I've paid you 1,500 gold pieces, Captain Shade. We got you through this fog. We dealt with the thing bringing this fog, and we have things that are pulling us elsewhere. Now, I absolutely
That's fine.
respect your need to get your crew through this, but
No. Make your choice. That's fine.
I have an idea. Everyone stand back, and I'm gonna cast
letters will stand back.
Phantom
Yeah.
Steed through the staff of Elomin,
Oh,
and
no.
I'm gonna create as aquatic a creature as I can.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be like, we tie it to the boat. Maybe it adds a little bit of speed. It's a magical water steed with a
You summon a
rope.
seahorse?
Yeah, it's a giant sea. It's a horse-sized seahorse.
Okay. Yeah, of course. It looks, when he says seahorse, it looks like a horse that's got like some fins.
Yeah. And it looks up and it goes, I like shadows. And I'm like, hey, Shadowfax.
I feel like
But
that was more of
fish
an opinion than a
Shadowfax.
fact.
You know what? It's hard to come up with. I feel for Shadowfax. It's hard to come up with Shadowfax.
Yeah. So
Constantly.
you add 1 horsepower to the boat speed, and it does go a bit
Yeah.
faster. It does go a bit faster.
Yay!
I'd probably go up to Terry and Captain Shade at some point and
Oh man, I hate
that-
that guy. Clack kind of leans over to
He
let
doesn't hear that.
He sees you
Present
go over
them
that.
with the sash of fair winds. We're pretty bad at boats, but I figured this might help you get home.
Thank you. Your kindness will not be forgotten.
Gales does like a little wave to him, and they like fist bump, I imagine.
It creeps me out, but I like that.
I think he likes you too. And she
Have a
leaves.
safe journey. I know my captain can be difficult
Cool.
at times, but we'll be all right.
Thanks. I hope you will be as well, and I hope that you find a sea creature worthy of fighting.
I hope so too. If you ever find yourself in Icemead again, look me up.
Will do.
Safe
And
travels.
she does this, and Wiggles also does this, and she goes
Cool.
back.
As
Okay, it
they're
goes back to
doing
Manny.
this, I'm standing next to Clack.
Oh
and I'm
man,
like,
I
Wow.
hate that guy.
I know, but you got to give it to him. There's a lot
No.
of chemistry between the two of them.
No, I mean, why would you even say that? I mean,
I
yes,
saw-
undeniably he's
I
attractive.
saw sparks fly. It was
Are you?
ah.
Do you want to be a gravel boy?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
standing next to Clack as I always am, and I'm like, dude, that's not how
Just
gravel
really-
boys do things.
This really feels like you don't want
You
to be a
gotta
gravel boy.
support your gravel boy.
Am I not? I
No.
feel like I've missed something.
No,
Oh, because Clack
supporting
hates
a gravel boy is not about objective truth. It's
because
about
Clack
how
hates
can-
Terry. I hate Terry as well.
Why would you
is
say
what
that out loud, dude?
Sorry,
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. I'm just
But-
trying to catch up. Sorry, because Clack hates Terry. I have to hate Terry as well.
No,
Is that-
don't say it again. Look,
Oh.
God,
This guy
You
doesn't
had-
Because
get
of-
it.
Because
Finny,
a
you had
member
so
of
much going for you. You had so much going for you.
Uh,
You're basically in. This
I'll
makes-
try better. I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Let's
Look.
just get
Hey, Nappy, I feel like if I understood what I was overhearing with Yana over there, because how could we miss it? Look at those sparks. We just
Am I
gave
with
y'all
them now?
a
you're walking back.
magical
You're all let on deck.
wind
It's not a
scarf.
huge ship.
So I think we've and that looks like that was kind of to keepsies. So that's worth a few gold. So I think we've done all we can. Let's go back to the air and elemental plane. So when we do bop over to Trouble Town, you're ready. The Matt Taliesin is ready, and boats frankly make me uncomfortable. So the sooner we get out of here,
Yeah.
the happier I am.
Yeah, both suck.
Well, we can go right now if you
Yeah.
like.
Sweet.
Everyone, gather your things and come here and grab hands.
Any crew want to go to the air elemental plane
No.
forever?
I'm
yeah,
gonna take you. Nope.
You see Captain Shade kind of grab someone.
If you touch my
Goodbye.
hand, he can't stop you. You are your own individuals.
I should call Chi to try and announce our presence first.
All right, you've got a
um,
minute. Think about it, guys.
Chi,
We should definitely.
Chi, we will be back within a few minutes, only for a night. Apologies again for the intrusion. We've been called back somewhere else. Thank you. Blessings.
Me dropping into a friend's house. Hey, I'm gonna be there in like 30 seconds. I hope that's okay.
And I will only
How
be there
many-
for the night.
How many people can go with plane shift again?
One moment
9.
here. Yeah,
9
it's
and
me.
yourself?
8
No,
plus
it's-
yourself.
Yeah, me plus 8.
Oh, so 2 more of you could come.
I'm not
Shit,
taking.
you're-
I'm not
you're
taking
fine.
anybody else. No, that would be exceedingly rude to Captain Shade. I'm not doing that.
You hear back. Yes. Very well. I will have your quarters done up. Just be aware you'll be arriving in the middle of the night, so just try to be quiet. It'll be your usual quarters. See you soon.
All right, everyone. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. There we go. We got cast plane
And-
shift.
Similar as the amulet, you kind of feel that same sensation. However, this time there is like a swath of darkness that kind of surrounds you and encircles you as you feel that pit of your stomach drop, and then you're kind of teleported and arrive in a now very familiar Temple of Akkadi. in the floating city of Sorrel. You see an acolyte is kind of waiting there, just kind of like, yeah, your room's right over here.
What type of bird is he, please?
He is like a blue jay. He looks like a blue jay. It's got a
Amazing.
little phone.
Why doesn't he have a Canadian accent? Aren't Blue Jays like the most Canadian thing ever?
Just because our baseball team is Blue Jays, they're everywhere. Okay.
Thank you.
Are they?
Thank you so much for receiving us this late at night.
Sorry,
What
I should- yeah.
what is your name?
My name is Pierre Elliott Trudeau.
Thank you so much, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, for waking us so early to
no
take us
problem.
in.
Of course.
Wouldn't the most Canadian bird be the Canadian goose, though?
No.
Hallie would kill
that's-
it on sight. No.
Yeah, that's it.
A goose.
No, that's the end game boss is a fucking Aarakocra that is a Canadian goose.
Just a goose.
It's just a goose, much scarier, or a swan.
Starts hissing. That's all we hear.
I know we're all making jokes right now, and I don't want to kill the flow, but the Canadian bird is the gray jay. It was decided last year, and I keep up with bird circles, so
Sean Fatt.
Sean Deppner's bird facts.
You heard it here,
Anyways.
folks.
you'd think it'd be the loon because it's on the loony, but no, they went the gray jay
Nobody thought
'cause
it
it's
was on
everywhere, and they're delightful actually. Anyways, thank you, Pierre.
Hey. Yeah, sure. Do you need anything before
No,
I go?
thank you.
Okay.
You've done quite enough. Thank you.
Okay. See you at breakfast. Kind of.
I have to ask, does he have a little like rose sticking out of his lapel? Little Pierre Elliott Trudeau.
Yeah. He did. You could see embroidered in his acolyte's robes.
Why are we making deep cut Canadian references?
It's
This is
just like a
so
little
dumb.
rose.
This is not entertainment.
No, Sean, it's because we're all nervous about something happening badly. This is
Yeah,
what happens.
yeah.
We faff around when we're nervous.
I feel, Tim,
I'd
I feel
like to
underrepresented.
construct a Ferris wheel in the air element of plane.
I feel
It'll take me 30
underrepresented.
in-game
Can we find an emu-based Aarakocra?
No!
I have a better idea, but
This
you'll see.
bitch should die.
Okay, we all go
Okay.
to bed.
You all go to
Yeah.
your chambers,
Do we go to bed?
and you all take your long rest. And in the morning, you hear kind of a soft rap on the door. Good eye. Breakfast is ready. It's out in the mess hall. If you want to come. Hello.
What does this person look like, Tim? This is very important.
As you open the door, you see kind of a shorter bird with a very long beak. It is a kookaburra bird.
I think we killed Lennon. I think Lennon's dead.
Okay. You know where to go? I've not met you before, so it's my first day.
Sorry, it's
My
lovely
blue
to meet you.
acolyte?
What's your name?
My name's Bruce.
Oh, all right. That's lovely to meet you, Bruce.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I don't know you. Are you new here or?
No,
You're
we're
not-
just here for the night.
Okay, I've heard you're regular visitors, so that's fine. But just do you need to see where the mess hall is? Are you good?
No, we're fine. Thank you.
Okay, great. Well, have a good day. He kind of wanders off.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Has it been 8 hours?
It has, yeah.
Yeah.
You took your full.
Okay, well
8-hour
let's
rest.
just go. As good as Birdseed is.
yes. Now, would it? I believe using the talisman would probably be better, so I can save my high level magic.
Oh, also, mage armor before we get into it.
Mage armor.
Mage armor.
Are
Oh,
we
yeah.
thinking we're going to be landing hot?
No,
Might do.
no. Harday, the Reverend Mother Harday, did not mention that the incursion or whatever it was had stopped. They are hosting refugees, so they will be tending to those who are ill and dying in the temple, as always, and then hosting refugees somewhere in our temple. I should probably give some caveats before we go.
Mhm.
You will. I can't be neppy there. You will likely need to call me High Priestess. It will be very frowned upon for me to be called something so familiar.
What about HP?
No.
High Priestess. All right.
Until I can introduce you and at least smooth that over a little bit. This is a secular order. We are shut away. We do not get visitors. And high priestesses do not go bringing large adventuring groups back with them. And generally when high priestesses return, they return to stay. And I will not be doing that, but they don't know that yet.
Mm.
So we will land on the steps outside of Felinis, and we will knock on the door, and we will be let inside. Please, if reverence, this is my home. This is the place I was raised, and it is one of the most important things in the world to me.
I have a question. Just I've a history of kind of putting my foot in it.
Yes.
So just to clarify, just so I don't, because it might pop in my head and I might say it out loud, and I can never really tell what I'm about to say, really. But are high priestesses like allowed boyfriends and stuff? And I look at Kokini because I'm like, just in case I address both of you as like familiar together, I don't want to fuck anything up there.
To my knowledge, there has been no high priestess has ever. I mean, I'm sure some of them have developed feelings for others, but none of them have ever been engaged.
Wait, you're engaged?
Yes.
Oh shit! Congratulations! I'm pretty sure that is entirely news to me. Is that news to anyone else?
Wiggles pulls out the confetti from Yana's pocket and just goes, "Yay!" She says yay. Wiggles says yay, but you don't understand. I'm so happy.
That's what Wiggle says.
It was I asked Kokini to marry me the night before he met, or the day before he met Versum. And he said yes.
Cute. Well.
And then I died.
Yeah, no, I kind of the series of events kind of did
It's good
take a
thing
turn.
you didn't get
That's
married
pretty on
before that,
brand.
because it's only till death does you part. And you'd have to do the whole thing over again.
No.
Is that
Oh,
Neppy? I'm pretty new to this whole religion thing. Is that how that works?
No.
Okay.
yeah.
good,
We do things
good.
different in the Scar, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, to be very clear, before I met all of you, I didn't know what marriage was. So that's not part of our training. We are not.
So a subject
Did you
to
know
avoid.
what sex was? Like, did they tell you about that?
Yeah, Neppy, did you know what sex was?
Yeah. Tell us what sex is. No, you don't. That's not.
Doing the work that I do, and meeting the people that I meet, you cannot help but run into knowledge of the sort.
But they don't like officially teach you that? Like,
I mean, we know
I feel
about
like
it.
you just
Yeah.
got word of mouth, like,
Letters. There is no priestess in my order has ever. I don't know if they've ever been in love before.
well, I mean, you don't always have to be in love now,
Yeah.
do you?
As
This
Neppy
is-
is describing people that come to a temple that because of sex things, I'm gonna lean down to Clack and be like, can you die from sex?
Yeah,
doesn't
for
Neppy
sure. That's
doesn't
what I've-
Neppy
yeah,
primarily
he
deal
can.
with death stuff?
Yeah, no, but my uncle died.
Neppy would
from
for sure.
sex,
Neppy would
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Neppy would for
fuck.
sure overhear what Finnan was saying. Goes,
No, Finnan, people often talk about things in their life while they're.
rude. I was having a
about to
private
die.
conversation.
I have exceedingly high perception and very good hearing, so you should probably talk quieter.
And you're a loud dude.
No, I'm aware. Well, actually, I'm quite sneaky if you think about it.
This is your voice.
Yeah, that's why I don't talk when I'm sneaking.
But enough about my
We
that.
Yeah, we're
should-
off
we should
track. There's like a
probably go.
demon attack. What the
yeah,
fuck?
we should
Let's talk later. Shall we go?
Reverence, High Priestess.
Do you guys know where the missile is, or are you not coming to breakfast? It's fine.
No, Bruce, we're just gonna bounce. Give
Okay.
our regards to Chi, and if you're ever in Wolfreen, please look us up. You'd
I
be
don't know where that
delight to
is, but
host.
Bruce, I
Yeah.
feel like Bruce is a relatively common name. So what's
I
your
don't know
last
why
name
you'd
so
say-
that we could look you up if we're ever back here?
I
'Cause
don't
you
know
seem like a
any
great
other
guy.
Bruces here, so
Oh,
I
just
don't think
Bruce
it's
then.
really
Can we
Um,
go, please?
Yeah, well,
Bruce
let's go.
of Sorrel.
Bruce is Sorrel. All right. Right.
So you all take hands.
I think Callie still has a talisman, right?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
Callie has it. So as Callie casts the kind of channels the amulet's power, you see the spell once again as you find yourself in an expanding kind of the edge of a beautiful oasis amidst a massive desert in all direction, kind of white yellow sand that just extends into the horizon. Before you, the kind of palm trees rise out, and you can see ahead of you a large 2-story black brick temple. You can see the mortar in between seems to almost be painted gold, and the surrounding oasis, once beautiful, you can see some of the large palm trees are smoldering, and the sand is tinged with blood and a handful of overturned burning carts. There's a large open archway that leads into an inner courtyard, and you can see 2 armored priestesses flank the archway.
I would look at everyone. We aid who we can. We tend to those who are injured, and we do what we do best. Thank you for being here with me. This means more than I could ever say. Thank you. And Neppy would start walking forward.
As you walk towards the 2 priestesses,
follow.
they immediately recognizing you, they bow in supplication as you kind of come up to the archway.
Thank you. These are my traveling companions. This is Blackwater. What do you know? What happened?
There was an attack last night in the evening. A number of nomads came running to the temples. They were pursued by a number of goat-like demons. There was a bit of chaos, but we managed to fight them back. There's a number of injured inside we've been tending to.
Good. Well done. Thank you for your service. Where is the Reverend Mother?
She's inside.
Good.
At the pool.
Then we shall join her. Stay your post and send word if necessary.
Yes, High Priestess.
All right. Welcome to Temple Felinis, everyone. Come on in.
So as you step through the large archway, you can see beyond there is a large inner courtyard. At the foot of the far end of the courtyard, you can see a large pool of milky white water surrounded by broad, deep green, nearly black trees, and a set of stairs that descend into the water. And you can see throughout the courtyard there are cots, like makeshift cots, all set up, and a number of priestesses attending to wounded folks. You can see as you walk in, it was daytime outside the temple, but as you walk in, you can see above the pool, the sky is a beautiful starry night. And you can see the open air temple now inside is 2 stories with a beautiful black tiled walkway that traces its way along the sandstone, along the edges of the sandstone pillars. And there are 3 open archways, the one you came through and one on either side. And then on the far side, there is a smaller archway with a large golden relief of the familiar cat head of Nepentha on the double doors. And you can see beyond that, there is a ornate black and gold domed structure. At the edge of the pool, kind of walking amongst the injured, you can see a familiar face to you, Nepentha. Somewhat aged, almost white-skinned tiefling in a beautiful deep purple robe, elegant platinum stars embroidered like all along the seams. She kind of looks up and across the courtyard and immediately catches your eye. She smiles. She kind of hurries over. It's good to see you.
Mother. And Neppy would embrace her like in the kind of more traditional manner, rubbing her temple against, like touching temples with Hade and kind of like pulling her in close for an embrace.
Takes you in for a warm embrace. You can feel her kind of somewhat frail body, as she is quite old at this point. And you can see like there's a number of new lines on her face from the last time you saw her. She looks a bit older than you left her. I'm sorry that we couldn't be reuniting in happier times, but I'm glad you're here.
That's quite all right. I'm very happy to be home.
These are the Ajnabi you spoke of?
Yes. Let me introduce you to everyone. She would reference to Callie. This is Calliope Skysinger, she who walks with the wilds. This is Yana Wildcloak, she who breaks the chains. This is Finan Aganis, he who grew to the moonlight. This is Letters, he who brands by fire. This is Clack, he with will of stone. And this is High Priest Kokani, Buckwild of Erethis, he who keeps the light. They have kept me safe and in good company for the better part of a year and a half now.
It is a pleasure to meet you all. Welcome to Temple of Felinis. Know that you are coming under some unusual circumstances, but for the time being, you are welcome. And please do make yourself as comfortable as you can.
Where are we needed, Hade?
The wounded are being tended to. Aftish was quite wounded in the attack. She is resting, but she will want to see you when she wakes. Valari is in the study. She has been spending most of her days and nights there, fervently searching for any kind of reference to the Chained Oblivion. And I believe she did find reference to something you may want to speak to her about.
Wonderful. Thank you. It is good to be home, and I am so honored that you have kept everything running in my stead.
Yes, of course. There are many priestesses at the moment, so we are well supplied with healing magic.
Good.
So do what you can. Perhaps do what you can to fortify what you can. I have a sense that we may be attacked again.
Where did they come from? Where did the attack come from?
They were following the nomads, chasing them through the deserts when they arrived here. I don't believe they expected to find us here. And that's led to their quick retreat. There was a number of goat-like demons.
We've seen them before.
Yes. As well as another. A large, black-feathered, horned owl. He was the one who wounded Aftish before making his escape.
Oh, goodness. We've seen him as well. We are familiar with what assailed you last night. We will keep guard tonight outside, and there will be no harm come to anybody here. Please keep the Nukia and the priestesses and the acolytes safe inside. Please keep the Jameta in their chambers. Let them pass in peace as they need to. They should not be worried about this.
We will likely bring the Nukia down into the sacred grove for protection.
Yes, please. The children, all of them.
Of course. You look older than I remember.
I am older than you remember.
Yes, I know it has been quite some time, but even still, you wear your experience all over your face.
Yes, you're not wrong.
Do not worry for us. We will be safe. Whether in this life or the next, we are looked after.
I saw her.
You did.
Velvari will want to hear of our trip to Manta, to the ancient city of the Raven Queen. Our goddess has done insurmountable things. I am so honored.
She never ceases to amaze.
No, she does not.
Very well. Valari will be waiting for you. I will send word of your arrival. When you can, go and pay her a visit.
Thank you. We will take a moment to get settled.
Of course.
And tend to what we can.
Very well. She kind of
Alright.
bows her head. She continues to kind of walk through the wounded, and you can see her tending to a few priestesses.
Nebi would turn back to everyone. Welcome, everyone. That is the Reverend Mother Superior Hade. She and Aftish, the appointed hand, run the temple in the stead of the High Priestess. So, I'm happy to give you a tour, if you like. And you can make yourselves comfortable.
I think I might take a nap. I want to keep an eye out during the night.
Oh, yes, I will be up all night. On the front steps. So...
The plan is we're going after that owl, right?
Yes.
We're going into the desert to do some harm.
Are we
That's our
going
plan?
hunting or are we defending this place?
I imagine that the winged creature we saw in Caradoc will come back tonight. But if it does not, then perhaps we go hunting.
It's a fair measure.
All
What do you
right.
think in letters? I can read your face. It looks like you got something on your mind.
Well, I just like we couldn't. I was really upset we weren't able to kill that owl last time. I fucking hate that guy.
Yes.
He's not going to be able to fly away so easily next time.
Yeah,
No.
right on. I mean, we know we're coming at him, so anybody has any owl tactics that you've been saving, now's the time.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
When you fought him, did he feel fleshy?
Yes.
Oh, the owl?
He was
I might-
corporeal.
I might have a thing.
Great.
The thing will be to keep him tethered down, not
Yeah.
flying.
I might have a
do that.
thing.
Cool.
Lyman knows the thing you're thinking of. And
I'm
I
gonna
love
have-
it.
I'm gonna have a day nap. I'll
Yeah.
Wait.
How far out are we from the nighttime?
It's pretty early in the morning. It's like kind of mid-morning, as you slept a bit later in the Temple of Akkadi, but you arrive basically kind of around 11 in the morning. So you've got a bit of time before night.
wake me if any shit pops off before nighttime, and I'm gonna try and have, like where you wake up and then you're like, I want to sleep in, and then you sleep in far too long. I'm trying to have one of those sleeps where it's just like it's like not a good sleep, but it's like it's sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finn, I would pull over one of the acolytes that were around.
Okay.
Please show Finn into his quarters, please.
Very well.
Hi, how's it going?
Right this way. She
What,
kind of looks awkwardly like.
What's your name? I'm Finnan.
My name is Trixalia.
Trixalia, that's a very pretty name.
Yes.
Yeah, if you can show me the way, that'd be lovely. Thanks.
Very well. She kind of like giggles a bit and leads you off. She looks
And
at.
you'd notice here all the priestesses are tiefling. They're all tiefling. There's no other race here. That's it.
Why is that? What?
Sorry, what?
Very. ethnically monogamous. Wait, monogynous?
Monogamous.
What? How come everybody here is a tiefling? I don't think I've ever been anywhere where it's all one thing.
Well, we are all. Nobody is born here.
Right.
It is considered to be. We are all blessed firstborn. So we are all born tiefling, and we are all firstborn daughters. So we are dropped off on the temple steps to pay a great honor or to pay a great penance.
Well, what about that nice Kenku priestess at the other one? Would she not be allowed here? Like,
Oh no, we have many priestesses. Well, many. We have a few Kenku priestesses, and they keep the ways of the Raven Queen before she was the matron of vengeance. They keep the old ways.
so
we remember.
So if someone want to come along and do what you do, and they didn't have, cut like technicolor skin and horns, you'd be like, nah. You'd get what like.
It is just not done. There's only been one time in our history any other race other than Tiefling has been left on the steps, and it was a human boy.
Okay, so if someone leaves a baby, you don't like, nah, not for us.
Oh,
Like,
of course, we take in and raise the child, but they do not stay.
Great.
But nobody led us. Led us with 3 weeks journey across the Burning Sprawl from anywhere. Nobody.
No
makes
one just
this
comes
trek.
here accidentally. Okay.
They come here to leave a child, or they come here to die.
And it is the thing to only leave tiefling babies, but there's no rule against other babies?
It's just not done.
Okay. All right. Just doesn't happen.
Letters, are you thinking of leaving a baby here?
Well,
Are you gonna leave me here, man?
dude, you're not a baby. You're
I know, that's what I was gonna say. I'm not a baby.
I know. Why would you think I even think you're a baby?
He's small as a baby.
I would not
Like-
keep a baby as my fucking life partner.
In comparison, you're kind of a baby. Like if we're comparing Clack's age to yours. So
I
Clack,
am
are you gonna
middle-aged.
leave him here?
I'm your dad. Technically, if you think about it, I could be
That
your
is-
dad.
I mean, that is possible.
No,
How old are you?
I'm old. I'm honestly not sure.
Could you
like-
be everyone's dad, Clack?
I mean, I'll be all your dads if you want, but it could be weird within the group. And I don't mean, I'm just I'm in Firebrand. It's sort of the subsidiary of
We're
Blackwater.
Wonderbrand.
Wonderbrand.
I'm
Shit,
Firebrand.
I'm sorry, I
We
got
are
nervous.
Wonderbrand. It's okay.
Everybody's looking at me.
Did we lose somebody?
We lost Yanis.
Well, that'll happen.
Oh.
Exciting.
We're still streaming though, luckily.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think.
Cool.
The fight goes on.
The
The
fight
fight goes
goes on. I mean, Clack, you can be my dad.
This is a weird road we're walking down. I don't want to
Clack,
be
you
anybody's
can be my dad too.
Okay, Callie, you said that in a. I mean, you're married, but I appreciate you saying that, and it means a lot to my confidence. How are you holding up, Callie? Are you okay? It's been a lot.
A lot with what?
I mean, just what we went through in Manta.
Oh yeah, almost drowning.
Yeah, I saw that. So, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've
Are
died
you afraid
before.
of water like I am now?
No.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you still afraid of water?
Yeah, I don't like water at all.
Fair.
Very happy to be in this sandy place.
Oh yeah.
Very into that.
It'll be very at home.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I'm like, nice to see sand again.
Yeah, it feels
There
Good
is-
sand,
feels
right?
good.
Good
It
sand.
feels natural.
There is nothing but years and years of sand out there. We
Cool.
are a very long way from anywhere.
You guys want to get ready to fight an owl?
Yes, please feel free to make yourselves comfortable, as comfortable as you will be in a temple. Your quarters will be upstairs. You can ask any of the acolytes to take you to your quarters if you wish to rest. There will be food brought to you as much as you like. Please feel free to make yourself very much at home. All I ask is that you do not go in the pool.
Okay.
The worst person didn't hear that instruction.
It is my hope that after we slay whatever this thing is that is assailing us, that there will be cause for celebration, and there will be time for rejoicing, and there will be time for exuberance with regards to letting loose a little.
Slumber party?
We here at Felinis do put on quite a party. So it is my hope that there will be time for rejoicing afterwards. And that will involve the pool and other things. But to now, please do not go in the water. That's all I ask.
Before the acolyte leaves, after she showed me the chamber, I go, Trixalia, could you do me just a real solid, could I get a glass of nice warm milk with like a half thumb of whiskey? I find it puts me to sleep nice and easy.
We don't have any alcohol here or milk, really. We don't keep any animals.
They would keep goats. That's it.
Goat's milk?
Yeah, listen, I'm always down to try a new thing, but no on the whiskey.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't have any whiskey.
That is a huge bummer.
I'm not even really yeah, I'll go get you some goat's milk, I guess.
Lovely. I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Thanks, Trixalia.
You can see her she's got kind of like a lighter pink skin, and you can see her cheeks just go like a deep red as she kind of like walks out.
No, she seems very nervous around me. I don't know why.
Who are you talking to? You're alone in a room.
Yeah. Fillin talks to himself.
Okay.
You just hear Relauven and the spear.
Yeah.
Yes, that is odd.
She's just like, every time I talk, she'd be like, was I being rude?
No, I don't think she's used to seeing outsiders.
Oh, I mean, that's fair enough.
Men.
Well, that's true. That's fair.
Have a think on that.
Thanks, Relauven.
You're never talking to yourself. You have a patron. I forgot.
Hey, Relauven.
Yes?
Good night.
Please don't do that.
Okay, so what I thought about there was Finnan, but from the SpongeBob movie, now that we're men. I'm just being called a man there. That's what I thought of. Now that we're men.
Finally a man.
Okay. Shall we take stock and look for defenses?
If you feel like that's, yes, that would likely be pertinent. The temple is quite open air. The problem is that the sky that you see up top is at night. It doesn't rain here, so it's open at night.
Okay.
So my sense is that we're going to fight on the roof.
The goats though that were coming likely will come from the ground, right?
The ground, yes. But part of this fight, I can assume, will be up on the roof. It's quite easy to get up there. I did that a lot in my youth. So, yes, I can show you the way up to the roof easily enough.
Sure, we'll get on the roof around nighttime, I guess. What time is it, Tim?
It's like noon. It's not much later than before. That whole exchange is taking about an hour. Yeah.
I guess we have some time to kill. Nepentha, will you show me around?
I would love to. Would you mind if we went and visited? Actually, you all should come. Come meet our knowledge keeper. She is very old. She's blind also, so she can't see you. But she knows you're there. She will know She will know more about you than you think. Her name is Velvari, and she, Hade mentioned she had some information for us, so it might be pertinent that we all hear it, other than Finnan, because he's decided to take a nap. But we can go now, if you like. I can show you the libraries. I have some journals to deposit there anyway.
While I wait for my milk, I'm going to do a quick workout. Just make myself a bit tired. Some push-ups, a couple sit-ups.
Okay, so about 20 minutes goes by, and
Definitely shirtless.
yeah, for sure. You're like,
How do you work out otherwise?
A little bit of
You're-
a sweat going.
you're well
Yeah.
into your push-up routine. As Tixelia kind of opens the door and goes, "Oh my god!
Yeah, just place it on the table. You're all good.
Oh my goddess! Okay, just kind of hear like a dull thud as she lays it down. Okay, bye."
He pops up from push-up position, just walks over and grabs the milk.
Do you just chug milk mid-workout, you animal?
It is warm,
Because
fresh
there's-
from the teat.
Yeah, there's a chemical reaction where you work out and then you drink milk really fast. You feel all sick and it gross, and you fall asleep really quickly.
It's like thick and like foamy. It is.
Does Finnan go back to the workout? Or
No,
does
he
he
goes to
just
sleep.
collapse in the bed, all sweaty, with his, like, I assume pants still on, but shirtless?
All right, and you pass out. The rest of you head down to a door just off of the large kind of domed structure. You can see there is a side door that leads down beneath the grove. As you head down,
And is the sacred grove, the Yastari that we're walking by, are the almut trees burnt? Are they
no, the almut trees seem to be intact.
good?
Everything
Okay.
inside the temple is more or less intact. It doesn't
Okay.
appear that the assault got far into the temple. It seems to mostly happen outside.
So Nepi would point out these, like the trees that we saw on the shores of Manta, the black ones that were carrying the fruit. You would see like them taller, like palm trees, but the front, like the leaves really, really large and almost like black, the green black, and the fruit on them like this big, like the size of a really, really large papaya. And they're in a like, the sand almost looks like ash around it. And it's like cordoned off, like you shouldn't go in there. And that is what almut trees in Rila are supposed to look like, rather than the ones we saw on the shores of Manta. We grow them here. That's why I was so startled seeing them there in Manta. Right this way. Come downstairs.
Okay. So you head down kind of the below as it gets a little bit cooler from the heat outside into this kind of dimly lit sandstone staircase. And finally you arrive at the bottom to another kind of larger chamber you can see opens up, but it is completely dark. There's no light kind of beyond, but you can hear kind of the flipping of pages. Kind of, that's what pages flip sounds like, right? And you kind of hear a voice come from the darkness. Oh, hello, Nepentha.
Hello, Vedvari. And I would push open the door and go inside.
Yeah, you kind of walk in, your eyes adjust to the darkness, and you can see she's at the far end at a large desk. Scrolls and scrolls just kind of stacked up next to her. And you can see there are shelves upon shelves upon shelves of scrolls kind of tucked in, almost like wine racks. You have come with others.
Yes, these are my traveling companions. Calliope Skysinger, Yana Wildcloak, Letters, and Kokanee Buckwild, and Clack. Finnan again is asleep upstairs, but you knew that already.
Yes. Letters.
Hmm?
You are a Minotaur, are you not?
As far as I know.
Oh. I have never met a Minotaur.
Well, then how'd you know I was one?
I can smell you.
How'd you know a Minotaur smell like if you ain't smelt one before?
I've seen them before. I've never personally met one before.
Oh, okay. You've been Minotaur adjacent.
Yes. It is nice to finally meet one.
It is a pleasure to be your first Minotaur.
Very well.
Good talk.
Please come closer.
Me or all of us?
All of you, not
Okay,
just
good.
you.
Closer.
You'd see Neppy reach into the bag of holding and pull out a stack of about like 40 or 50 journals. And she just stacks them on the table.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you see as you get closer, except for you, Kokanee, you can't see anything. But
Oh, Kokanee, you can put some light up. It's fine. You're welcome to if you like.
Oh, thank
Light.
you.
so as you kind of light up, you can see the expanse of this large kind of underground chamber, and you can see before you a very small kind of fully black-skinned tiefling with very short, stubby horns and kind of like shock white hair, just kind of a tangled mess. You can see her eyes are completely milky white. She appears to be ancient, like just very like deep crags in her face. As she kind of stands, you see she grabs a staff and kind of pushes herself up, nods her head in a slight bow. I'm glad you're all here. I have been doing quite a bit of research, and I've come across a few things that may be of interest to you, Nepentha.
Thank you. I will trade knowledge for knowledge. Everything we've come across so far will be in my journals. I apologize if the writing is quite small. There was a lot to fit in.
It is all right. So, this chained oblivion.
Yes.
You spoke of.
Yes.
Tharazdun. It appears as though our order has come across him sometime before.
Multiple times, if I remember right from my studies.
Yes. We have lost several priestesses, I believe, to him or his followers. One was killed right here in this temple, in her sleep.
That's right.
But what I have found is that I believe he had a servant, a particularly devout servant in Molsav Bakal.
Yes.
He was the first one in history to break some kind of sacred divine seal. The seal that I have read about seems to predate even the Dawn War. It goes back some time. It's difficult to trace its origin.
Would that be the Hand of Ire?
Yes. Yes, one of the high priestesses was believed to have gone to try to track it down.
Zasperia.
Yes, Asperia.
She was the high priestess before me, about 800 years ago.
Yes, she was lost and never heard from again, presumed dead.
Yes.
But I believe it was her prophecy to try and reforge what remained of this seal.
Her prophecy was bind what has been broken.
Yes, I believe it pertained to that particular seal. What I haven't been able to surmise is it appears as though Molsav was defeated after destroying the first seal by some band of mercenaries he had in fact hired. They turned on him, destroying him, but from what I've read, he was able to perhaps split his soul into several vessels.
He's a lich.
Yes, I assumed so. I can only assume that he has reconstituted his body in some form or another.
He's the current king of Bakul, Velvari.
Oh,
King
this is
Velsum.
troubling. Yes. This is troubling indeed. The other thing I have found in my searching is a reference to the forging of a divine seal.
A forging to reseal?
Yes. It is difficult to trace, but it goes back nearly to the beginning of our order.
Right.
It has its roots in writing that is often attributed to Nepentha herself. It is believed that the forging of this seal is incredibly difficult and taxing, but it does involve the god or gods themselves.
Oh.
It seems as though they, in fact, give some part of themselves to forge the seal. So I believe that when they forged the seal that was broken to seal away Tharizdun, whatever god it was that was involved gave part of themselves to do it.
I see. There are 4 currently intact seals.
4?
Yes,
How many are there in total?
7.
7? Well, that is good news. I thought there was only 1.
No.
Well, it appears as though a group of gods somehow came together. Perhaps with their chosen champions, I'm not sure. But they seem to have entrusted them to mortals. And from what I've read, if none had ever been found until the very first. Beyond that, I have not found reference to any others.
We know the location of all of them.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Can I insight check her?
Sure.
Please?
Make an insight check.
To your own order, Emma.
Wow.
Can't be too careful.
Reverence, Emma. Reverence.
Go on, Faith.
We go on. Oh, first roll of the night. That's a natural 20.
Ooh, I can't believe that's the first roll of the night.
Just a sweet little natural 20 for everybody. Plus my insight is 30.
30. She seems genuinely intrigued.
Flex.
She seems like genuinely surprised to hear that, as she's not been able to find any reference beyond this, and even the reference to that one seal was kind of vague.
Right.
So this is all sort of new knowledge to her, which seems to be quite exciting. She loves the prospect of gaining more information about this. Yeah, she just genuinely was taken off guard.
Well, then you should find the reading. Therefore, you quite exciting. Everything is detailed in there for our order.
Yes. One more thing before you go. Some scrolls were taken the other night. Before the attack, Wisha disappeared.
Wisha?
In the night. Sometime in the night, she snuck in here. She took a handful of scrolls and she left.
What did she take?
A number of scrolls pertaining to rituals of the Raven Queen.
Of course.
I'm not sure why, but...
Velvari, the Raven Queen is risen.
How do you mean?
We went to Manta, as called there by Her Grace, and investigated the tomb of the Raven Queen, which was built by Her Grace. And through almost divine intervention itself, the Raven Queen is risen, but goes under the moniker the Matron of Vengeance now.
Oh no.
Perhaps Wisher felt the call and left.
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps.
Have any scrying attempts been made to look in on her?
No, we have not yet. We were going to give it a few days. It's not totally out of the ordinary for her to disappear for a few days, but...
This is true. Well, when it feels appropriate, we should do that. I can do that myself now I'm here.
We were also a bit caught up in all the fighting. I believe
Yes.
it may have slipped through the cracks.
But I'm glad that you know of it, and thank you
Very well.
for keeping tabs.
Of course. I will return to my study. It is good to see you.
It's very good to see you as well.
Hobbles around the desk and kind of leans over.
And I would do the greeting, the kind of like embrace her with the temple to temple. Velvari, before you go, there are those amongst us who do love to read. I'm wondering if you would be able to grant some folks some time in the study today.
Ajanabi?
They have kept me safe for 1.5 years. As a favor to me.
You can see she kind of narrows her eyes. I need you to make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Okay. Persuasion. That is going to be 20, not natural.
20, not natural. Okay, she kind of... Well, it is highly unusual, but you are the high priestess, so I suppose I shall grant you concession. Very well.
It is much appreciated, Velvari. Let us, Spooky, Kokanee, Kelly, if you wish to spend any time here, it is at your disposal.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, High Priestess. I'm not looking to ruffle any feathers, and I think I'll spend my time topside. Maybe once there's some celebrating, I'll be more in a mood to read.
Very well. We'll leave you to your things, Velvari. Take care. Blessings.
Thank you.
And we
returns to her study. You head
head
back upside. Yeah.
Yep.
So you head back out to the courtyard where you can see everybody is kind of being tended to. How would you like to spend the rest of the day before the evening comes?
I'd like to see Aftish at some point.
Okay. Everyone else just kind of...
I would love to familiarize myself with like the entrances, exits, and ways up to the roof.
I'm for sure joining letters in that.
Yeah. So you see the temple itself is quite open. There's the 3 kind of large archways that lead into the center courtyard. Getting up to the roof is fairly easy. You can see on the balcony of the second story, there is 2 kind of stairs that lead up to the top, as well as there's also a number of kind of, you can see where kind of makeshift climbing holds are fairly easy, as it's all kind of made out of brick. So it does not appear to be too difficult to climb to the roof from the second story.
After Finnan wakes up, which would be far later in the day, but Finnan would also do the same thing, like checking the entrances and figuring out how to get on the roof. Yeah,
you familiarize yourself with the terrain. Yep. Yana?
I have enough time to learn that last Zakkus spell, Tim? The 7th level one?
The that you just got from gaining a level?
No, well, because I can do 7th level spells now, so could I learn the Sphere of Suffocation spell?
You mean copy it into your spell book, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have time to copy it into your spell book.
That's what I do then.
Sweet.
So you said there's 3 arches, so I'm imagining like 1, 2, 3 entrance.
No, so there's it's a rectangular building. So
Okay.
there's a front archway entrance, kind of, and then there's one on each side as well.
Oh, okay.
I think it's probably a good idea to just tie some extra ropes off the top,
Yep.
just around, and just throw those down for the flightless of us to be able to have an easier time going up and down.
Cool. Yeah, and it's about from floor to ceiling. It's probably about a 50-foot climb.
Okay.
To
Can we
the-
make some
to the top
rope
of it.
ladders? Can we borrow some acolytes who aren't healing people? Just really get that vertical mobility working for us.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Rope ladders.
Also, ballistas. We got those here?
There are no
No.
ballistas here.
That's
No,
too
it does
bad.
not
That's
seem
no
to
fun.
be a place that's outfitted for siege at all.
Okay.
You get the sense that there's like the natural barrier of the desert around it serves as the kind of like there's a natural defense system.
Hear me out.
Hmm.
Chains, heavy objects. You're gonna have those, I assume.
There are
We
a
get
num-
somebody on the roof and we fucking make a big chainy net that we can like push off and draw. If we get that owl
That's super cool.
on the ground and like we draw a big X and we have the net people, the chain net people up top, and we drop it on them, that's bad news for the owl.
there is not a lot of chain within the temple.
Fuck!
Okay.
Or-
You guys
But
burn
there is a number of carts out front that have kind of been overturned from the nomads. You
guys-
could maybe salvage some stuff.
Are you
You guys-
suggesting we just push carts onto the owl? Because I love
I
that.
don't know, whatever you want to do.
you guys burn a lot of things here, right?
Yes, of course.
I want to set like a whole bunch of piles of wood, like 300 feet out from the temple, like in a big circle around, sort of spread out in quantities that'll provide light for a long period of the night.
Take as
Smart.
many acolytes as you need. They are at your disposal. There are strong among them.
Yeah.
Please take whoever you need.
Do we have to refer to them as anything specific?
No, they are acolytes. They are here to
Sick.
do work. That is their job.
Okay, great.
It is their honor to do work.
So I'll
That's-
Religious interns.
At some point, I'll wander out a little bleary-eyed, but yeah, I'll still help.
milk drunk.
Yeah, a little milk drunk. I
So-
don't feel well.
So stinky. He's so stinky.
So letters, I'll light everything up and you figure out how to catch a giant bird.
Yeah, okay. I like
Cool.
that.
Deal.
We use
Yeah,
a bird
so-
to catch a bird. 'Cause I
Barring.
have one of those now.
Oh yeah, we do have a giant owl. That's rad. Owl battle. Tim.
hmm
So barring chains, thick rope. Do we
Yeah,
have that
there is
good
rope. There's quite a bit of rope kind of around, and also kind of you can see out within the carts. There's whatever
Heavy
the
stuff.
spools of rope,
Yeah, spools of rope and like I assume there's, like
Coils.
rocks
coils of
or
rope.
heavy metal things around. Can we
There's
just do like
not.
a?
Is
No,
there-
they
is
don't
there an
have
electric
heavy
guitar?
Things?
There's
What
not
about,
a
like-
lot of heavy
what about-
things.
What about like
There's-
a couple of bookcases?
Most of the bookcases that you saw were down in the study down below, in the library. But there are a number of large palm trees kind of outside of the temple. There are not a lot of rocks or boulders or anything like that. It's fairly sandy.
Do these palm trees have coconuts?
Some of them have some coconuts. Yeah.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
You're actually, this is Adam asking because I don't know if Finnan has actually seen Let Us Do This. Have you ever cast Wall of Fire?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, tons of times. Okay, cool. Your big wall of flame.
Yeah.
Can you make that horizontal?
I can send it up. I don't
No,
know,
but I
Tim,
mean-
can I?
I mean, in this open space, if it lands and then you put a wall of, rather than a wall of fire, you make a roof of fire.
No, I think it's got to be on.
It's
Let
gotta
me
be on the ground.
refer to my spell book.
While you're doing that, you find Oftish in a cot, kind of resting, and you can see her light kind of gray skin is bandaged over her right eye. You can see there is visible kind of like almost like they look almost like burn marks, kind of black, kind of along her nose and cheek underneath the bandage. She kind of opens her eye a little bit. Penny? Is that you?
Hi, Tish.
It's good to see you.
How are you?
I've been better.
You've looked better.
Yeah, he that thing got me off guard.
Well, is it bad to say that I'm hoping it comes back tonight so I can kill it?
Oh, not before I do. She kind of like just painfully kind of sits up on her elbows.
Have they been tending to you?
Yeah. But I told them I'm low priority. There's a lot of other people who are in worse shape. I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Of course. It's nice to see you.
I've missed you very much.
I've missed you. You look old.
Thank you. You're the second person to say that to me today. So, yes, I've grown up a bit.
Yeah.
And I also stuck my hands in some water and it made me a bit older. So, there's that.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
You'll like my friends, Tish.
I bet I will.
They've kept me safe and they were good. They are good company. Hade doesn't know this, but I won't be staying.
I was just going to ask. That's okay. You're still the high priestess, right?
That's what everyone keeps calling me. So, yes. I suppose so.
You've never been comfortable with the title.
No, I always thought they would have given it to you. I always thought it would have been you.
No. I knew. Look, I don't know what's going to happen. Hade seems to think that thing that attacked is going to come back. If it does, know that I got your back.
Well, you're going to stay in here where it's safe because you're injured.
I'll be fine.
Will you let me take a bit of that?
No. I'm okay. I'll be okay. But if you insist, I'll stay in here.
I do, as your high priestess.
I guess I have no choice then. Lest I be excommunicated.
Well, one day, maybe after me, you'll have a whole temple running after you when you take over for Hade.
I can't even imagine.
Well, I've got your back, so.
I'm going to try to catch some more sleep.
All right. I'm going to grab her hand and I'm just going to like put it to my cheek.
She kind of nuzzles in. She goes, "Blessings from our goddess."
Blessings from our goddess. And then she lets her sleep.
Okay. So you all kind of stake out your spots in the evening. As you can see, the sun is getting low over the horizon. Who's up on the roof at the moment?
I would do one more thing before it got too late.
Sure.
I would actually find Nepentha and I'd go, High Priestess.
Yes, Finan.
Like that. You have like sacred oils and what? Well, maybe less sacred. You have oil, right?
Oh, yes.
Do you have small spherical jars?
Sorry, can you say that word one more time for me?
Small spherical jars.
I'm sure we can rustle something from the kitchen for you.
Right, because if some can stand by with like small slings and fling the jars of oil up at the beastie, that could make some help.
If I remember correctly, it also was Tim, did we cast any? This is like Neppy would remember. Did we cast any fire on it, and was it resistant to fire?
You
Mhm.
did, and it was resistant to fire.
Yep.
And then fire
Sad.
might help, but it will not do as much damage as other things. So I would say
every little bit counts.
that's true. You are welcome to.
How did it do against cold?
I don't believe we saw any
It's getting cold again.
cold. The only person who would have cast cold is Kokani, and he was quite dead at the time.
My other idea is instead of oil, we use water, and then someone hits it with a bunch of cold, and the water freezes, and it makes it harder for it to move.
Well,
Those are my two ideas.
Well, if anyone can do cold, that sounds fine to me. I'm going. All I have in my mind right now is that I'm going to kill this thing because it hurt my friend, and it threatens my home.
I can also try to turn it into stone. That's a third option.
An option, yes. Please feel free to take anything from the kitchen that you like. Just ask those in there, the acolytes cooking. If the acolyte who was seeing to you before, she may be able to help you as well.
Brilliant. I'll look her up. Thank you, High Priestess.
You're welcome, Finnan. Oh no, Neppy would actually go. You're welcome, little lord.
Listen, all right. That's a low blow.
All right. Callie, what would you like to do? I thought you.
Oh, I put my hand up because I was on the roof.
Yeah, you're on the roof? Okay,
I
cool.
was on the roof.
Well, I've actually been thinking about it, and I can't actually conceive of a way to like make a big net thing that wouldn't just cover the roof. Like, I don't have an engineer brain, so I'd be like, I'd spend probably about 40 minutes trying to get that to work and be like, fuck this, and then I just try to like push those carts we have in front of the two side arches, so we can just take them from one direction, and we'll just have to deal with that bird when it comes here. We have the rope ladders up, and we got just the one arch that isn't locked.
You spend the afternoon working with the priestesses and Callie and Kokani, and you're able to kind of move everything into place where you do block off the side entrances.
Callie, do you still want to be on the roof? Now, there's not just stuff that's like ready to get knocked down there now, unless you just want to bring rocks up there or something. We don't have booby traps on the roof. Do you still want to be on the roof?
I don't understand. Where should I be?
Wherever you want. I'm just saying, like, the roof plan I've ditched it. The roof is nothing now.
But the thing that might be coming flies, right?
Okay, great. You want to be on the roof. I just didn't want to put someone on the roof because it's fine. You're on the roof. I love that. You have wings. It's great.
There are also tons of goat monsters coming, to be clear. On foot.
And probably a Garistro or two.
I could be by the goat monsters. I made quick work of this last time we fought them.
Okay, so as you're all kind of chatting, you can see out of the three of you, who has the highest perception?
17.
My passive perception is now, I think it's 20.
So yeah, Finnan, you would.
Passive perception is 25, I think.
Yeah, mine's
Finnan
20.
And Neppy, you would see as the sun is getting fairly low, kind of across the dunes, you can see a massive sandstorm has kicked up, and just a wall of sand is now almost blocking the sun as it's moving at an alarming pace. As you kind of standing there, you notice it in the far distance, but it has moved an immense amount of speed.
I stop at passing. I stop at passing Acolyte, and I'm like, I need you and as many people as you can round up to get rags, any sort of face coverage. And I put have my goggles, I put them in place.
Neppy would turn to anybody and just be like, take the children, take everyone down, get them inside. Only the essentials outside. Everyone go now. As
you're saying this, the sandstorm has already hit the temple. It's just blowing through the temple, this massive sandstorm. And you can all you can hear is the buffeting sand. And through the sand, you can hear. And that's where we'll take our break.
Oh fuck! All right.
We'll be We'll be back in 7 or 8 minutes. See you guys soon.
Stick around.
See you guys soon.
wonderful.
everybody.
Oh, what a good break.
That's
Welcome
so
Such a
great.
back.
good break.
I got
What'd
my
y'all do?
tea.
Oh, I got tea. I got just literal tea, and it's
I
just
got
really helpful
iced
for my
tea.
boys.
All right,
Okay.
so as the sandstorm buffets the temple, you can hear this faint and growing louder.
Disgusting.
And you can see now, just kind of able to make out Finin and Nepentha. You're able to see kind of a number of small figures kind of running through the sand.
What is our visibility like? How far out can we see?
You can see probably about 30, maybe 40 feet out. It's pretty low visibility.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna pull off my shirt and tie it around my
Okay.
face.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a sash and I'm gonna actually just wear my face covering that I would normally wear. Yep.
Yeah, I'll take my shirt off and pop it around my face.
I don't think Callie has anything like that to use.
Callie's just going like this.
Callie would probably
I,
be near me because she's with letters.
Mhm.
I would just
I
pull
would-
my shirt in half and then give her half.
Mm.
It's like
You're
a thin
one of
letter.
One of
two
your two
shirts.
shirts.
I have mending, folks. It'll be okay.
Right.
I think it works on shirts.
What? Oh, is that in the rules, Timothy?
Pretty sure mending exclusively should.
I think
You can
I-
double mend, so
I think the only reason that Kokanee only owns 2 shirts and has managed to sustain 2 shirts is that he mends them often.
Oh,
I think mending is
Yeah, it
exclusively
does work.
non-apparel.
No,
not-
it's a tear, and the example is a torn cloak, so I'll allow it.
Look, we all know mending is a dog shit cantrip. You got to just give him this. Like, if you
All
can't
right.
repair his nothing
You
shirt,
take that
like,
back.
no, we all
So-
know it's like mending and true strike are dog shit. We all want them to be good, but they're not. Nothing
Sean.
important has ever been fixed by mending. It's never
Just wait
happened.
until
I've
Clapper's
been
mending
playing
and saves our
for a
fucking life.
This
Nothing valuable has ever been mended.
Sean
this
has the
program was
tea.
brought to you by the cantrips mending, and True Strike.
Tim, I have one question.
Yes,
Callie's eyes, are they still glowing? I just want to know aesthetically.
they are not glowing at the moment. So who is on the roof?
I'm on the
Callie, Finnan, and Kokanee.
Oh, I should
Anyone
probably
else?
be.
I should
Well,
probably be on
if we're gonna, I didn't know that everyone's gonna be on the roof.
Well,
I
like,
think we
No,
should.
no,
I mean,
I'm-
we'd have had a moment to think about this tactically.
you're,
Um,
I would have been on the roof specifically because I can watch the skies
I'm
prior to the sandstorm.
okay, I have a
Nebby
question.
should be on the roof.
Oh no, yeah, I can get everybody down.
Weren't we on the roof when we were having this conversation of where we wanted
Yeah.
to be? Weren't we on the roof and then the sandstorm coming?
And then
Yeah.
we've got we would have kind of been making preparations and getting prepared, but I can assume that we would have had the conversation about where we were going to be before the sandstorm hit. Nebby would want to be on the roof to
Yeah, the
kill
roof
that
makes
owl
sense.
thing, but we are
We
going to
didn't
need
know
people.
there'd be.
We're going to need people on the ground because we knew that the goat things were coming, right?
Kokanee is going to be standing on the roof right on top of the front arch.
If it was possible,
The,
Callie would.
Sorry, the archways they don't go all the way to the top. They go about midway, about to the second floor. So the roof is all flat. It's all flat all around.
Okay,
all the way around.
I'm standing on the roof right in front of the arch. In front
I'd be
of
at
the
the
entrance.
other archway.
The ones on the side?
Yeah.
Okay. Those ones are blocked off at the moment.
I would. I feel like if we need a ground team, which I think we should, I'll take ground team, and I'll just say, if you are falling, let me know, and I'll see if I can do something about that. Don't keep that to yourself.
How
I'd like
high
to
is
be-
this?
50 feet.
Oh, 50
50?
feet.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to be ground team too, to be by the goats.
Ground team.
I'm going to take a roof team.
Okay.
Doesn't sound as cool as ground team. Sorry. Sucks.
Okay, so sorry, Neppy, Finnan, and Kokanee are on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna's also on the roof.
And Yana too. Okay. All right, and ground team is Callie. And letters.
Ground team, and as soon as I would have heard the first, bleh, I would love to cast Fire Shield in addition to Mage Armor,
Okay.
which
Clack has retreated inside the temple. And he's kind of with the other priestesses, kind of waiting just inside the temple.
He is amongst them.
With the children. He went with the children.
He's kind of like he's the guy
dad.
in the archway. Like if shit goes south,
he's the last line of defense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
With,
that.
hi-
That's
with
exactly
his
where it
with
should
his
be.
wand of wonder.
And
Bless
his
him.
iron bands of Valaro.
And his
And-
robe
The
of
iron
useful
bands.
items.
And mending now that he's just learned it canonly.
Oh, he's always known mending. You've seen him mend stone before.
That's amazing. I love
I also
Black.
gave him my whip token, right? He has the little whip token.
He has
Yeah.
the little whip token.
He's like a fucking magic item slinger.
Does
at
he
this
have
point.
like, are all of these items like non-attunement items? Does he have just like a billion not like attunement slots?
No, the wand of wonder is attunement.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the
Yeah.
only one though.
Yeah.
No, he has the robe of useful items too.
He has the
wand-
robe. I didn't know he had the robe.
Yeah, I gave it to him a while ago.
no.
I keep track of it.
Oh,
You told me to
he's
keep track of
gonna
it.
Use it.
I can send you what's
Tim,
left
as-
in it, Tim.
As
wanna keep
Finnan,
track
as
of
I
it.
hear
I can look it up.
that
Wait,
get closer, I want to cast mirror image through the staff of Renalvin.
So a mirror image of Finnan pops up. So as you kind of wait for this tense moment of you hear this, as you kind of brace yourself, minutes pass.
Mirror image is gone.
You just hear it out in the sandstorm. It's difficult to tell how far. You can just hear a number of them.
Can I take pop shots at the sounds?
Sure, make an attack at disadvantage.
Guys, my attacks are at +10 now. Proficiencies. So that's a 25 for the first beam, a 13 for the second beam, and 19 for the third beam.
Okay, so you hear one, the very first one, you hear
Takes 14 points of damage.
Okay. As you're kind of standing there, you hear,
Oh, no.
fuck.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
need everyone to roll initiative.
Here we go.
Shit.
Tim, I was just waiting for you to stop Adam's thing. While he was doing that, I would have cast freedom of movement on myself.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Nice.
I just hit a drum.
Turns out that a heavy metal die is loud near our microphone.
Oh.
Is that your big yeah D20?
Yeah.
We're an ASMR stream now.
Do you
So
like
sorry.
metal dice?
Damn.
Okay.
Shit, I don't want to fight this thing, but I do so bad.
All right. So 25 to 20.
21.
23.
Fuck you,
20.
Lars.
Cowie is 21. And Finnan is 20. Okay. 20 to 15.
17.
Okay. And 15 to 10.
10.
10 to 10. And 10 to 5.
8.
8. Spooky.
Oh, today.
Okay. And then... Okay, perfect. All right, so letters you see. Actually, you don't see. You make a. Yeah, you're up first, but you make a perception check.
Love that.
This will be a
So-
disadvantage.
Just
Disadvantage -1. Get ready for some big numbers.
just so that I remember, on the roof is Kokanee, Finnan, Yana, and Nepi.
That's
To
going to
clarify-
be a 3. 3 for me. Go ahead, Adam.
Three.
You said some minutes had passed. How many minutes had passed after we all cast our spells
About
in
5
preparation?
minutes. About
5 minutes is great. I love
Okay.
that amount of time.
Yeah.
Awesome. When I cast Fire Shield, it's Ice Shield. It can do both. I'm doing the ice version.
You know, when
So
I
I'm-
cast that spell that says fire shield, it actually is an ice shield.
Well, that's
so-
the thing. It's not fire and ice, but it's
I'm
an
kidding.
option. I realized,
It's
fuck,
totally
I should
fine.
clarify. Because I
It's
want
totally
fire defense against the devil guys.
I will allow
They
it.
might cast fire, but I'm icy, which isn't on brand, but we all make sacrifices. As my action, I'm going to, I can see about 40 feet out. Immediately in front of us, I'm going to cast a, what's it called here? A storm sphere, which is a 20 fucking
Nice.
Yeah.
foot. This, I assume, is going to fill the archway.
Mhm.
It's a 20-foot sphere, and it's difficult terrain. And if people go through it, they got to deal with some stuff. But importantly, it's difficult terrain.
Great.
And that's pretty much all I can do. I'm just gonna
Yeah, it's
make a
kind of
big old storm sphere.
Big storm sphere, kind of pushing away the sand in the within the archway. And you're
I'm
kind of
gonna take a step back away from it, so it's right in the archway. I'm just gonna maybe about 10 feet back from
Right.
the edge of the sphere.
You're kind of at the inner edge.
Cool. Love that.
Of the temple. Okay, and Callie, you're next. Are you back with him, or are you in front of the sphere?
The sphere is in front of us.
Okay. Yeah, so you're back kind of at the edge of the inner part of the temple.
Yeah. Can I? And I can't see anything right now.
You can make a perception check. See? It's a disadvantage
That's sad.
because of the sand in your mouth. Ugh,
Still pretty good.
so gritty.
25.
25, yeah. You make out the edges of a flying form kind of almost right above you at the roof. And you can just make out the sounds of like large wings
At the edge of the roof?
almost above you at the roof.
Okay. I'm going to, as my bonus action, because I'm pretty confident at this point that it is, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm going to put out my wings and
Fly straight up.
Mhm.
Okay. So you get most of the way there. I think it's 30 feet fly speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you fly most of the way up, and now you get a better look at the familiar sight of the large kind of horned owl creature hovering above. All right. It is Finnan's turn.
Are there 7 creatures within my perception?
No.
So the
Yeah.
only can I see the bird thing?
You can see the bird thing. Yeah. I mean, you can make a yeah. You can see the bird thing.
Okay. This was a little wasteful, but I'm gonna cast Bane just on it.
Okay. Yeah. So what?
Despite that, I can target 7 creatures. I'm gonna just target it, and you know what? It makes a charisma saving throw, so it might not even work.
A natural 18 plus 3 is 21.
Oh, it's not Baned.
Bummer.
All right.
And then as a bonus action, I'm assuming that this sand is creating quite a lot of shadow.
Yeah, somewhat.
Like
it is
enough
still,
so that I would be in my dark form.
Would say no. It is. Yeah, because the sun was almost set. So yeah,
Yeah.
you'll be in.
Okay,
dark
I'm
form.
gonna bend some of the like sand into a shadow and spike it towards it.
Okay.
Let me double check how I do that, because I didn't make this class. I remember how to do things.
Just casually homebrewed a Warlock Pact. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
what we do here in Blackwater.
There we go.
That's plus 10. All right, so oh shit, my waning shadow upgraded.
Nice.
As a 25.
25 hits.
So it takes 2d8 now, plus 5. So that's 12, 17 points of
Fight's over, boys.
necrotic,
We're going home.
We got it, guys.
necrotic damage.
Hey,
It's like,
dude. Necrotic damage. Yeah. Okay.
Tim, did that kill it?
is
Yeah,
it
it's
dead?
dead. It's fully dead.
Hey!
Crazy.
Let's go swimming in that
Say.
pool!
Level up.
No, you just hear it. As you see it kind of like sort of recoil from the hit.
Yeah, okay.
All right. It is now the creature's turn.
Oh.
It is going to cast.
Gonna heal us all, right?
Going to cast Healing Word. 9th level. It is going to cast. It's going to cast Silence. Right below it.
How far away is it from me? 30 feet?
Yeah, no, you're not within
60
it.
feet?
Yeah, but you can't see it.
How far is
Do
it
I
from me?
hear a spell being cast? Wait, what's
No,
counter spell
Why?
actually do?
your perception check sucked.
Yeah, you're
no,
right.
you can't. Yana, yes, you would hear it as it begins to cast Silence.
Can I cast counterspell?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Just,
Get fucked, goat. Owl.
Oh. Also, Tim.
it is actually going to use its legendary resistance to resist that.
Tim.
There's
Actually,
no,
it can't.
there's
Never
no
mind.
saving
Never
throw,
mind.
yeah.
Never mind. I take it back.
Am I within 5 feet of this thing?
No, not yet. No. You're still probably about 30 feet away from it because it's still above it's kind of hovered down just above. So yeah, it's going to use, that's its action. It is going to kind of fly back up another 20 feet.
Howard.
Fight me, coward.
All right, it is Kokanee's turn.
Can I see it?
Make it. Yeah, you have seen where it's gone. But your attack will be at disadvantage because of the sandstorm. It's difficult to make out.
Yeah, all right. That's fine. I'm gonna cast.
Salty.
It's fine. I don't even care.
Fine.
I'm gonna cast Heavenly Bullet.
Ooh,
And then shoot it.
nice, fresh.
Very fresh. It's gonna have to make a dex save. And that will be a 29 to hit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
With disadvantage?
Oh,
Oh,
give me a sec.
whoops.
We love our
that'll
rules
still-
lore.
Yeah. That'll still be a 23 to hit.
23 hits. It rolled a 24 on its dex save.
I think it saves. Okay, well then it just takes the normal quantity of lots of damage.
Okay.
Which will be 9 plus 11 plus
Guys are
1.
like so loud.
Okay, I'll move it away. I'll fix it. 9
the
plus
grease stroke.
11.
Don't fix it because
20.
he's shooting a gun.
That's true.
26 points of damage, some of which is radiant and some of which is cold, if that matters.
So how much? Sorry, all up?
26 points.
26.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that.
How much of it was cold?
I wasn't checking which was which. My bad. I'll just say the 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So 1 point of cold damage.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Nice. All right. It is the goat's turn as you hear. As 3 goats kind of come charging up towards the storm sphere as they are going to try to push through it. They actually, no, they use all of their movement to get there. And then yeah, they are going to hold their action as they kind of stand at the edge of it, as they can see the kind of like swirling energy.
Oh, they're not in it.
Not quite.
Cowards.
Of
Get in it,
course.
coward.
All right. It is, and the creature up top is going to use two of its legendary actions to shroud itself in magical darkness as darkness just radiates out from this creature.
Can anybody see through that?
Oh no, magical darkness.
Just for you, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
All right. It is Neppy's turn.
Cool. Now, is the big creature, the demony owl, within 30 feet of me?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. As my action, I am going to use Path to the Grave. So I'm essentially cursing it until the end of my next turn.
You have to be able to see it.
No.
Okay.
I just have to know it's there.
Cool.
The next time it's hit with an attack, it has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage. So all of the damage is doubled. Cool. Whatever that is.
Great.
So that's my action. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And I'm going to bring that bad boy up at 5th level.
Okay.
So a giant... what are we doing today? Yeah, we're going to do a giant cat's paw is going to come out today. Just we're going to go hunting for birds. That feels right. And is going to come up and is going to make a big old attack on the owl creature. Okay, that is
disadvantage because
it's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was a wild ride from start to finish. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so spiritual weapon at 5th level is...
Now, does this count as the attack that doubles?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess it might. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
That's still a shit ton of damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 4d8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever that is, doubled. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's 2 8s. 2, 8, 16, 20, math, 24, and 26. So doubled. That's going to be 52 points of damage.
Oh.
And is that celestial damage or
that
radiant
is radiant damage? All of it.
Thanks, on.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah, as you hear just like a massive screech kind of erupt out of the darkness.
And I'm gonna just basically, if I can see it and I'm within 30 feet of it, I'm just gonna stay exactly where I am. I'm holding my ground.
Okay. All right, it is Spooky's turn.
Can I see the owl creature?
You cannot. No, it is surrounded by magical darkness.
How much is it surrounded by magical darkness?
It's like a 20-foot. It's a 30-foot radius sphere around it. So almost everything around you is blackness.
How far are the goats from me?
They are down on the ground. They're 50 feet below you.
Okay. Because they're behind the sphere, right?
Yeah, they're like kind of at the edge of the archway. So
how wide is the archway?
Front of the temple.
Just so I know.
It's about 10 feet across.
10 feet across. Great. Yep. Good.
The angle that I'm at, can I cast a lightning bolt either through the sphere or over the sphere at them?
You are on the roof, correct?
Yeah, my lightning bolt is 100 from myself and it's 5 feet wide.
Right. So you looking down, you could only hit. It's a straight line just at one of them. You couldn't hit more than one because you're looking down on them. Unless you came you'd have to come down to shoot it through the archway. You're up at the top.
Yeah.
They're on the ground.
I couldn't get to the bottom, right?
It's 50
Within,
feet down.
Yeah, I wouldn't get there in one turn. Am I close enough to Kokanee?
You're not sure. Most of what is around you kind of know where he was, but most of the roof is now kind of bathed in darkness.
Okay. Can I try and get to Kokanee to cast haste?
Okay. Make a. I'll have you make a straight perception check because you knew where he was. I'll just have you make a perception check to see if you can find him in the dark.
Okay, that is 13.
Yeah, you feel your way around and you are able to find him.
Yes.
Kind of tracing where you know where he was.
Okay, I touch his leg and cast haste.
Okay.
Oh, we're fast.
He is.
Speedy
hasted.
boys.
All right. It is you as you are flying, Callie.
Oh no.
You hear a massive creature kind of swoops down that you did not notice before, bat-like with large wings as it grapples onto you.
That's really hot.
And it is going to attack you with its iron claws.
Is this a different creature or the?
This is a different creature.
Oh shit!
That is a 22 to hit, or 21 to hit. Sorry.
Yeah, by 1 point.
That hits. Okay. Even with your shield of faith. It's +2, whatever your base is.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
have 18
so
and
it's,
then I'm +2.
Okay.
No.
I need.
I'll need to make a con save on that.
Yeah, it'll be a concentration check. And the concentration check is at disadvantage as the as the creature hits you. There is this deafening sound of just nails on a chalkboard. All of these horrible high-pitched wailing sounds seem to just be emanating from the creature's mouth and its ears. So that's you take 8 slashing damage.
Okay. I also failed my con.
Okay, so your shield of faith drops,
Yeah.
and I need you to make another a Constitution saving throw.
At disadvantage? Or
No, this one is just regular.
Great. God damn it, Kelly. Why can't you be better at Constitution?
I mean, you have your +4.
Sorry, the person who has +4 to everything.
Yeah, I only get a +2 plus my +4, but 24.
Yeah. So you can feel that as your ears are just ringing, but you're able to you can still maintain your hearing. All right. It is back to the top of the order. We are at letters.
All right, tell me about these goats. So they are they because it's only 10 feet wide, are they stacked?
They're kind of
one?
next to each other. Yeah.
2 and 1?
Yeah.
All right. Sick. So I just in my head, the plan was, okay, we're ground team, they're roof team. And as we hear the goats, Callie just went, bye. And I'm like, so at the start of my turn, I was like, okay, I'll take care of the goats. Don't worry about it. I would like to first and foremost move up to the edge of the storm sphere. So they got to get involved with what I'm dishing out. And the storm sphere, as a bonus action, is going to shoot the odd man out. So we got the 2 goats on the one and one. The one that is
on the
not
left-hand
stacked.
side.
Yeah, left goat is gonna take a shot from a lightning bolt from inside my lovely
Amazing.
storm sphere. That's gonna be an 18 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Oh, whoa, big damage. It's 46 max damage.
Shit.
That's gonna be 24 points of lightning damage on that goat.
Yeah. You see it get
And is it still alive?
Yes, but it's looking quite rough.
Cool. And I look at the other ones and I'm like, I like this. And I cast lightning bolt from me at the other two.
At the other two, okay.
Nice.
They are going to need to make dex saves, the two of them. 17, the number to beat.
One succeeds, one fails. So we'll say
Fuck
that
that
the
goat.
first one succeeds as it kind of has a heads up,
Okay.
and the other one is just like,
9, 11, so 20, and that's 23 points of damage for those lads.
nice.
Nice.
And I say, I got the goats. You guys, don't worry about the goats. For the goats are the least of our worries.
As they are like, they're kind of hopping around.
God, I hate that.
As your lightning bolt kind of strikes through and gets energized by your storm. Callie, you're up. You're now, you can see this like massive bat creature kind of hovering behind you.
Behind me?
Mhm.
And the big thing is in front of me?
He's up a ways in a sphere of darkness. You can't actually see him.
Okay, I'm going to go for the bat then.
Okay.
I'm going to attack the bat.
Yeah, as you turn around.
Get rid of it. That's math. Oh my god. 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice, tight or tight.
And I'm going to do. I think I'm going to smite into that. I'm going to do a second level smite.
Yeah, second level smite. Nice.
Fuck that bat up.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
I'm just going to. Okay. And. So that's going to be. Sorry.
Apparently, Chad is distressed that we're killing the goats.
You can't like the goats.
They're not.
If, you're
goats, they're
curious as to
goat
what it is, you can look up a bullzo. It's a bullzo. I think that's how you say it. That's how I say it. Yeah.
For some
Also-
context, we fought these things when we were in
Caradoc.
Caradoc a little while ago when we were retrieving Cogman, the Warforged, to bring Kokanee back to life and give him a new heart.
Yeah.
So these
How's that
goats
damage,
suck.
Callie?
Which means I did not get to shoot at the bird. But I'm here now, and I am ready to shoot at the bird.
That's 33 points of damage.
Nice.
And then her
As you can
second-
see, the bat kind of recoils, like it's like this like high pitched scream, kind of pierces your ears.
Can I attack it again for my second attack?
Of course.
That's also a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Get it, mama.
Get it. I'm not going to smite it because I want to save my smite for the big one.
Uh-huh.
It's 18 points of damage.
Nice. So
Can I bonus? Can I cast Shield of Faith again?
yep, you can cast it again.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
so you bring it back up. All right. Are you gonna move or are you gonna stay where you are?
I'm gonna fly closer. Can I fly into the darkness? Like, is that something you can do?
Yeah, you can fly up towards the darkness. It is about you're about 30 feet off the ground, so it's another 20 feet to the roof, and then you could get 10 feet into the sphere. And he's another 20 feet. The last time you saw, he was another 20 feet above that. So as you go, the bat is going to make an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Fair.
That is only an 18, so that does not hit.
Fuck you, Pat.
It kind of reaches out with its like a long claw. It doesn't seem to kind of find purchase as you get out of its way. All right, so it is now
It's Finn's up.
Finn's up.
Is the bat and the magical darkness guy, are they within 50 feet of each other?
Yes, they would be.
Okay.
Yes, just.
Yeah, Finn's going to step forward. His goggles are going to go like an inky black, and black smoke is going to start like exuding out of him. And he's going to step forward and go, "You might have adopted the magical darkness,
No.
but I'm I'm like really good friends with it, and I like shoot forward massive clouds of black smoke towards them, and I'm gonna cast Biting Shadow as a big like 50-foot cube cloud enshrouds them both. They need to both make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
That's super fucking cool.
So cool.
So the creature up in the darkness rolled a 24.
That's a success.
And the other bat, only rolled an 8. So
okay,
that's
so
a failure for the second.
Yeah. The bat's going to take 41 points of piercing damage, magical piercing damage, and the big one is going to take 20.
Okay.
Dang. That's a dope spell.
Good spell.
Really on brand for you, too.
Yeah, it's very thematic.
All right, so the bat is looking rough. All right, it is.
It's the owl creature's turn.
Yes, it is the owl creature's turn. All right, he is going to move. The darkness kind of fades away as he moves down towards Spooky, and he is going to attack you.
Is Spooky within 30 feet of me?
Of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
up on the roof.
Good.
And he's going to make 1 bite attack, 1 wing attack, and 1 talon attack. So his bite
We
attack
hate that. This
is an 18 for the bite. Yeah, that hits. All right.
Have I already used my reaction?
Yeah, to counter spell.
That was last turn.
Oh yeah, that was last turn. So you have not.
But
And
your
I shield-
turn hasn't come again. Oh yeah. You cast haste. Yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Then
Rules lawyer.
I shield the first one.
Okay, so it does not hit. All right, so the second attack. That's a 28 to hit
Yeah, that hit.
with his wing attack.
I think that might hit.
Glad I used.
Shield stays up, though, doesn't it?
Yep. Hold
It still hits.
until the start of your round. Yeah.
That's 22 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength
Okay.
saving throw.
Ooh, I also need to make a con check.
Can Callie call this thing a pussy from there?
100% free action.
Does it take 100 psychic damage?
It doesn't. It seems to be immune.
No, it has to take either 69 or 420 of psychic
That's
damage
a
between.
17 for strength, Tim.
Okay, you just managed to keep your footing as you feel
Oh,
this
boy.
like massive wing slam into you.
Roll 20 on my concentration.
Hey,
Yeah.
nice.
All right, and now it's going to make its talon attack. And that is a natural 1.
Ah!
Son of a bitch.
Hey.
Ah, that's annoying.
Suck it.
But great. That's great for you. That's great for you.
Look, you attacked the weakest member of the party.
Okay. That is its turn. It is going to stay there. So it is currently in melee with Spooky, who is next to Kokanee.
Who is still hasted. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It is now Kokanee's turn.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, baby.
So I'm going to with my first action cast Ice Bayonet at 4th level.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna need more dice.
I'm gonna say, do you want to take bets on how many attacks? I'm gonna say 6.
Yeah, I'm going to say 6.
Attacks.
69.
No, I
Do
reckon
keep track.
7. I reckon 7 because isn't he a war cleric? So he can make an attack as a bonus action.
We'll
Do you
see.
keep
We'll count them
track-
up.
Keep track of the ice damage.
I will. So we are going to cast. So we've casted that. with our first action.
Yep.
Second one is going to be our haste action. I'm going to make a couple attacks. First one is a...
For haste, I believe you can only make one attack.
Sure.
That's correct.
One attack. So that will be a 2 plus 10 is 12. And I'm going to use my War Priest feature, Channel Divinity, to make that a 22.
That hits, yeah.
So that
We
will
love a
be...
War God's Blessing.
Yeah, we love War God's Blessing.
Mommy's favorite.
He's for
mommy's
sure
favorite.
mommy's favorite. There's 2 mommy's favorites here. It's great.
Blessings from go fuck yourself.
Blessings from go fuck yourself. So that'll be 2 piercing damage and 4, 8, 9, 10, 16 cold damage.
Okay.
And then I will action surge and attack 2 more times. So that'll be 19.
19 does not hit.
Oh,
Unfortunately, as you kind of come through with your
That's
bayonet, it
rude.
just seems to knock it out of the way with its wing.
Sure. I will attack again then in my action surge, which will be a 27. Does that hit?
That hits, yeah.
Great. That'll be 6 points of piercing and then 11, 12, 20 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And then War God's Blessing as my bonus action. I'm going to take another attack.
Okay. You do notice with the 2 ice strikes, you see that they do not seem to have any effect. The cold does not seem to affect this creature.
The cold doesn't affect this creature.
Does not seem to affect this creature.
Okay.
Immune to cold
Immune to cold.
and resistant to fire.
That was a 2. I'm going to use my luck feat and then roll again. That'll be
A gunshot
21.
sound.
So that will be 3 points of piercing and an amount of ice that doesn't matter.
All right. So you see the creature kind of like turns its head towards you and just kind of like cocks this like wicked, creepy smile from its beak. It's horrific.
I hate that.
I hate that. Too
All
many
right.
teeth. It's just got too many
Oh,
teeth.
It's like a jagged beak. It's horrendous as it
rude.
kind of like you can see its black tongue behind the beak just kind of is that it?
Oh, gross.
All right.
No,
it
thank
is
you.
the goat's turn.
hell yeah.
As they're all jumping, they are going to run through the sphere to try to get to you.
Difficult terrain.
Yep. And
20
you're
feet.
Yeah, but they do make it to you.
Nice. 40 feet of
Um,
movement. Good for them.
Actually, no. Are you that? Yeah, they do have 40 feet of movement.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm proud
Yeah,
of
they
them.
do.
But they got to
uh,
stack up because it's only 10 feet across.
Yeah, so the 2 kind of rush forward and 1 is behind them.
Yeah.
So
What
they
you
are
got, son?
going to make barbed tail attacks.
We can
Oh,
try.
1 was a 2, so that definitely won't hit. The other one
I
rolled a
don't
natural.
think so.
18 plus 4 is 22.
18 plus 4 is 22. I will allow it.
I shall allow you to hit me.
All right. So you feel the stinging barbed tail kind of land into your side. You take 7 points of piercing damage,
Mm-hmm.
and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. If you say so. Yeah, that's going to be fucking 25 off the top.
Yeah, you kind of, the poison doesn't seem to
And my
eat you.
man, because I got my icy shield up, this lovely goat boy, he's getting all cheeky taking shots at me. He's going to take a little bit of ice damage
Okay.
Ooh.
because he hit me with his silly little tail. And he's going to take a casual 9 points of ice damage
Nice.
as it like slashes across, and I fucking flex on him. Like I go to like punch him, but I don't, but he still gets hit by ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, come here. And I point at the one in the back. I'm like, you next.
The other one is able to. No, it only has a reach of 5 feet, so it cannot quite get to you.
Tactics. Oh fuck! Do they all end their turns in my storm sphere?
They do.
Exquisite. Well, then they're all going to have to make strength saving throws for me, please.
Okay.
17 is the number to beat.
Nope, that's 2 failures and 3 failures. They all fail.
Exquisite. They're all going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As they're
Okay.
just beating the shit out of by all this sand. All this sandy wind. Usually it's bad because it's like windy wind. Now it's sandy wind, so it's real.
Sandy
it's
wind.
gritty.
It's gritty. It's bad in their
Unpleasant.
mouths.
It gets everywhere.
Yeah, they're making that bleh sound, but all the sand's getting in. It's
Yeah.
gross.
It's yucky. It's
Point of
yucky.
fact, they have disadvantage on
Okay.
hearing checks inside the sphere, so they may not even be able to hear each other go. Bleh!
I mean, it's pretty loud.
That really lowers morale, though.
Yeah, they are bummed out by it.
Super
all right,
bummed out.
Neppy.
Okay. The big owl creature still in the darkness in front of me.
No, the darkness has dropped.
The darkness is dropped. Okay, well, I'm going to take a big old swing at it with my cat's paw, my spiritual weapon.
It would have been up in the air. How far can you move it?
I can move it. I think it's. Sorry, 1 sec here.
Because
I
it had to
can-
move 30 feet down to get to Yana.
Oh, I can only move it 20 feet. So
Yeah.
I don't think I can get. I'm going to move it then close to it.
Okay.
And so it's still 10 feet away from it, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I am going to. Then I'm going to shoot it with a 4th level guiding bolt.
Nice.
Okay. Hot dice. Here we go. Nice. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Great.
You devil,
So
Tim.
that's a 4th level. So I think that's 4D. What is it? 48? 46. Yeah. Oh, that's 46, 5d6, 66, 76. 76. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, thank you so much, Jen, for these amazing dice that have little cat's paws on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 26 damage
Nice.
to it of radiant damage, and the next attack is at advantage that
Yeah.
goes to attack it.
Okay. All right. It's going to use one of its legendary actions to make a Talon attack against Yana.
Why? What has Yana done to it?
Counterspelled. That is an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Yep.
Because my shield is not still up, right?
I think it's just for your turn. It doesn't last the whole round, does it? Shield? I don't think so.
No. Oh,
It lasts until her round, right? Here, I've got it. 1 second.
It hasn't been my
Uh,
turn yet. I don't.
Until the
think.
start of your next turn, you
So-
have +5
Oh, yeah.
to AC.
So
It does not hit.
nice. So yeah, once again, he kind of reaches out with his talons and kind of bounces off the arcane shield before you. All right, it is Spooky's turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a bat thing in front of me.
No, the owl creature is in front of you.
Oh hell yeah. Okay. I'm going to cast Blight at.
Mm.
Oh no.
Hmm?
Sorry, I forgot I had this spell prepped. I'm gonna cast Negative Energy Flood.
Yes. Yeah.
So that
Nice.
is a Constitution saving throw.
raise this idiot as a zombie. Come on, do it.
Sounds good to me, baby.
That is an 18.
That meets mine.
Yeah, so it succeeds.
Okay, still gets some damage. Hold on a second. Let me roll. Okay, so it would have been 32 damage. So halved is 16 necrotic damage.
16?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Does it look like the necrotic damage does full?
Does seem to hurt it, yeah.
Good.
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 Right. Death, pain, and good.
Good.
Oh, almost left the meeting. Whoa.
Don't leave the meeting, Tim.
Don't leave the meeting. It is going to use another one of its legendary actions to try and grab you, Yana.
How about it doesn't though?
But it does. It might not actually. That was a 15.
My shield's so
Your shield's dropped. Yeah.
So yeah, that makes my armor class.
Okay.
Unless you want to use your reaction to cast it
Do you want to
again.
cast it
Do I
again?
have a reaction again?
Yes, you do.
Yep. Now that your
Then-
turn's gone.
Yep.
So you use your reaction.
That's how you cast shield. Is at the end of your turn, you just cast it.
Guys, I'm still learning how to be a wizard. It's been 3 years.
Fine. Okay. It is now the bat creature's turn. It is going to. Yeah, okay. It's going to use its Echoes of the Abyss. So everyone within 60 feet, which is everybody on the roof and down on the ground, I need you all to make Constitution saving throw or Wisdom saving throws. Sorry,
Who of us is in range of Callie?
I don't think anybody is. She flew up into the sphere.
Dang.
What
Now,
was the save type? Sorry.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wait, into which
Wisdom.
sphere?
The
Dark.
sphere, the darkness sphere that was up above you guys. So she was.
Okay.
Sam, I did say that windy sphere does create a lot of noise, and if these are echoes of the abyss, they're going to be pretty hard to hear.
This cuts through that. You're not in the sphere. This cuts through it.
It's within 30 feet of the center of the sphere, which I am, Tim.
Wait, do I have to make
Look,
a
I'll do
save
the
too?
thing. I'll
Yeah,
do the thing.
Everyone does.
Ugh.
Did you say that was wisdom, Tim, or constitution?
Wisdom.
Okay.
See, here's the thing that doesn't make sense. Callie's really good at wisdom saves.
Shit.
Is that because she's an Asmar?
Could be. Could
Might
have
because you're
chosen.
Pally.
Yeah, it's your paladin. You have proficiency,
Oh yeah.
and also your paladin just gives you plus massive amounts to your
So
save.
much.
It's true.
So you're always good at saving.
All right. Who's above 15?
Me.
Anybody below 15? Nobody? Nobody above?
Suck it, Tim.
Suck it,
Are
fucking
we
bat
sure?
boy.
Are we sure? Double check those dice. Double check on those dice.
My second natural 20 of the night.
Have to
So,
double
yeah,
check.
Oh,
good.
amazing. 24 for me.
Nice.
19 for me.
Yeah, you feel like you all sort of feel this like cacophonous sound sort of like seize up your body, but you're all able to kind of shake it off. As
I don't know, Tim. All I hear is just the noisy sound.
No,
of
no, no. You're
sandy
almost
wind.
there, and then you're like, no, and you push it away, and
Not
that
bad.
is the Echo Demon's turn. Okay.
Echo Demon.
We are
Okay.
back at the top of the order.
How are these ghosts looking? Tell me about it.
They're not look. They're looking pretty rough.
Okay.
There's one of them that's looking a little better, but two of them are looking pretty rough.
Is there
Is
one
the
of
one
them that's
looking-
looking a little hurt up, but more hurt because he got hit with an Eldritch Blast?
Maybe.
Is the one who's looking the best one of the frontliners?
Yes.
No. The actually, yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
He's the one that dodged out of your lightning bolt.
Okay, well I'm gonna try to hit him with my big old horns. Gonna hit him with that booming blade business. So I'm just gonna he's standing in front of me. He's in the cloudy wind. I'm not, and I'm just gonna. It's like I go to headbutt him. I go and I dip down and then I shoot my fucking forehead into his torso, or I attempt to. We'll see how the roll goes.
Letters is gonna have long-term brain damage. I'm just putting it out there.
17.
Thick skull. Thick
17
skull.
hits.
He
Yeah,
lives
yeah.
to be 30. There's no such thing as long term.
For Minotaurs.
He-
That's
He is a big cow man.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go. Big money, big money, big money. 2d8. Okay, not huge money. 9 plus that's
Some money.
16 points of damage.
Yep.
Some of that piercing, some of that force. And if he does move, he's going to get a whole lot more of that. He's still up then.
yeah. He's also looking pretty rough now.
And the fella who's looking the worst, as I pull my head out of this dude's torso, I
On the other side. Yeah.
bring my fist down, and they're gonna get, or I will attempt to hit them with a bolt of lightning from inside my storm sphere.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Nice.
Their AC is not super high.
Well, that's
So just now that Chad has gotten bingo because they were playing goat sound bingo, Apparently,
obsessed.
only 3 people are left to not have said the goat noise. But
I'm
apparently,
obsessed.
they got. I think the bingo they got was Sean, myself, and Emma straight across. I think that's the order. And they got a bingo.
A bingo.
I don't make the goat sound.
That's gonna be 13
He
lightning
refuses.
damage.
Okay, yeah, and you just see the lightning strikes and it kind of as he sort of seizes up. I'm just like you just see smoke coming out of his eyes.
So good.
Nice.
That one is
nice.
dead.
Nice.
Right.
All right, Callie, you're up.
Okay, can I get to the big flying?
Yes,
thing?
yeah, he's
Okay.
within. He's about 15 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna get to him and I'm gonna hit him.
Fuck yeah.
Hit him.
Get him.
Oh, I'm gonna hit him so good. Hopefully. Now that I've said that out loud, I probably won't. But
Who knows?
who knows? Only the dice. I got a natural 1.
Ah, so you go to swing and you just don't seem to find purchase in your haste to get over there. You swing wide as the sand kind of buffets your eyes.
Second attack. Come on.
Mhm.
Okay. I got 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to pump 4th level.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have 4th level
Dang,
spells
dude,
now.
it's gonna be big money.
Okay, but here's the hurt. I only have 1d8 at my.
But point of order, don't paladins do an extra D8 of
They
damage
do.
on fiends? Have you been doing that extra D8 of
I
smite
haven't been
damage?
doing that. 'cause
Yes, that's an extra D8.
Lennon, do you want some dates?
Just come through.
Len, you can have a bunch of mine too.
Just
Here,
sort of,
here you go.
you
Here
know,
you go.
toss them to the camera.
I hate you
I
guys.
actually sent you a help Glenn, but
Oh, sorry, Len, you have a normal amount of dice?
Yeah.
You,
not an analysis.
you don't
wrong
have a
with you?
dice addiction?
Sorry,
I don't have money to fuel my dice addiction.
neither do I. It's fine.
Okay, 2d8 at first level. Hold on. Can I put in the number?
It'll be 68.
It's 68 plus
Plus-
another
Extra
extra D8 for the fiend. And I believe as a paladin at level 13, you also just get a natural 1d8 of you just always do an extra 1d8. So that's 8d8
Okay,
on
okay.
top
Dang,
of your sword
son.
damage. Yeah,
Massive.
it's huge. Paladins are
That is massive.
Guys, if you hadn't guessed, Tim plays a paladin.
Paladins are
the
a-
very rare chance he gets to play D&D and not DM for all of us. He
So-
plays a paladin.
Paladins
So-
are a fine and reasonable amount of power.
So, Tim, I had to
Exactly.
explain the noble heritage of the Stone Asses
of course.
because they are a big part of the campaign that I've been running. Yes. Yes.
I
Tim
peppered-
plays a
pepper them
dwarven
in.
paladin named Chub Stoneass.
Yeah.
Proud clan.
The proud Stoneass clan.
Oh, I love them. Another time. Stalling for this 8d8 massive amount of damage.
Okay, hold on. I won't give it to you just in.
While we wait, thank you to everyone who's watching in various
Yeah.
parts of the world. Apparently, it's pretty late for some of you. I see it's 1:45 in Massachusetts, so that's
Oh,
cool.
hey!
Thanks,
Thank you.
thanks for hanging out, guys.
Shout out
It's
to
really cool.
Massachusetts.
Oh,
What's
oh,
up?
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Guys.
Yep.
Tell us.
Don't tell me it's 68.
Is it massive? Is it
Don't
Is it
tell me.
69?
It's
It's 69.
Is it dead? Did it kill it? Is it just explode? Does it just explode?
How do you want to do this?
Lennon
is
has
ridiculous, but-
ascended. She can no longer join us. She
That
is
wasn't a
god
joke?
now.
That wasn't a
No,
joke.
you 69 did it.
Is this on the big guy?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
Okay, she's gonna. So she fucking biffs it on the first one, but then she's gonna swing down a second time, and she's just gonna yell, "Don't touch Yana," and just swipe
You
across
just
it.
fucking bring it back up through the creature's body. You just you slam almost completely bisecting it as you see it kind of spin as the top part of its body kind of flails away from the bottom as it begins to fall. You can see its eyes kind of like this moment of panic in death as you see this just like black blood spill out across it as it just like as it falls to the ground, just burning away from the radiant energy. It just begins to be consumed by it as it hits the ground. Just it is dead.
Fuck
Can we,
yeah.
can we high five as a bonus action?
On a free action high five for sure. For sure. All right, Finnan, you're up. There's the Echo Demon that's kind of hovering just below the roof, and there's a few goats barely hanging on down at the
Well, I'm
bottom.
going to drop my cloud
Okay.
through down and through the archway.
Yeah.
So
You'd be able to hit the Echo Demon and the guys at the bottom.
yeah, so everyone needs to make dexterity throws, but as it comes close to the Echo Demon, little tendrils of blackness are going to reach out and grab it because I'm going to Eldritch Blast it as well. As I go, would you shut up? And it wraps around it and like pulls it into the smoke.
All right, they all fail. And I
It's good. They're all gonna
believe
take
you'll
so
do
much damage.
enough damage to wipe them all out. The Echo Demon's just barely hanging on.
12, 18, 22, 26, 30, 38, 41, 43 points of magical piercing damage.
That does it. So you see as this like massive black cloud just kind of snakes down and like tears apart, as almost like it has teeth. As it just like gnashes through, you can see just like chunks of the creatures just being ripped off. Letters, it's a little alarming for you because you don't see where this fucking smoke came from, and now it's just eating these goats as they're as they're all just being torn asunder, and you hear this kind of large creature land behind you as you see this massive bat-like demon, and you all you kind of like you can hear faintly in the distance kind of but it seems to be getting quieter as we can drop out of initiative.
As we drop out of initiative, that smoke cloud is just pushing out towards them. I'm going to be just like hungry for it.
You hear as you're kind of all coming down, you hear yelling coming across the courtyard. Neppy.
Is it Quack?
Penny.
I start running. I just climb and I run towards
Just jump
Optish.
off. I'll catch you.
Do I have to
Yeah.
jump?
I also
It's down on the ground. It's coming
Yeah,
down from below in the courtyard.
If Letter says he'll catch me, I jump.
Okay.
Feather
you kind
fall.
of jump off and you feather fall down to the ground
Same.
as Optish runs up to you.
I also jumped, but I'm assuming he can't feather fall multiple people, so I'm just going to jump.
I mean, I can.
But he didn't.
But you didn't.
Well, if you're gonna jump after,
Yeah.
like,
You would see
No,
him
I'll
jumping.
jump at the same time.
I'll cast the spell again if I have to.
He gets a little
Look.
close to the ground before you're able to get it off.
I'm just
again.
gonna do two. I'm just gonna do two.
Yeah, you, Finnan, you fall 30 feet. And then he's like, oh, I got you, buddy. Optish comes up to you. Come to the grove now.
Neppy runs. Neppy's just running to the
She
grove.
pulls you through the doors to the dome structure. And inside you can see the body of Hade on the ground. You can see blood pooled around the body as large slash marks across, almost in an X-like shape. I don't know what happened.
How long?
Just I heard something. I heard her yelling. I ran to the door and I saw someone there.
Someone.
She had some kind of chains with scythes. She disappeared. She walked right by me into the sand and was gone.
She walked into the sand.
Yeah.
Neppy just drops to her knees. Aftish, come here. Come. Grab a summit. Grab anyone. Come here. And I'm going to attempt to cast Raise Dead.
Okay.
On, if it's been over a minute. If not, I'll cast Revivify. But
you're not sure. It seems like you're not sure exactly how long it's been.
then I'll just cast Raise. I'll just cast Raise Dead. That's
Okay.
fine.
As you go about the ritual, you feel yourself connecting to the soul as you hear a voice. No. It is my time. It is as she would have it.
No, Hade, please.
Continue forth. Nepentha, with eyes that shine. I love you.
I love you too, Hade. Mother, I love you.
I will see you again in time. As you see a familiar, like in the darkness that's kind of cast around it, you see her face in sort of an ethereal form as she's kind of got her hand up against your cheek.
I lean into it.
She kind of nuzzles you and then steps back, and you can see a small cat kind of traipse around her feet as she looks down, smiles, and turns, walks into the darkness. And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
What?
Fuck
You are a
you,
shithead. You are a bad person. You deserve bad things to happen to you.
God
Bastard
damn it,
man.
Tim, that's like
Tim is a bastard man.
maybe
Son of a bitch.
maybe 2-3 weeks in a row you just made your wife cry on stream. It's fine. It's fine.
Wow. You made your wife cry on the internet multiple
I
times.
just keep doing it.
He's a human garbage.
You gotta do it to him.
Sorry.
I have to do it to
sorry.
him.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god.
Oh fuck. You guys.
Wait, to clarify, because I like Adam as a viewer of this is confused. Was Hade your mum, or was you were calling her
No.
mother because she was the mother
Hade's
superior?
the mother superior. She's the closest
wasn't
thing
sure
that
if
we've
she
ever had
was-
to our mom.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if she was both. Like,
No, she's
Right.
the mother
Okay.
superior. Yeah.
wow,
Fuck
fuck.
me.
Jeez. So those demons
playing-
those demons were just a fucking distraction.
Yeah.
Before, to be clear, before anybody
Piece of shit.
disappears after a game, we're playing again on Monday at
Monday.
8 o'clock.
Yes.
Same
Monday,
place.
Monday.
Oh, like 4 days ago? 4 or 5 days from now?
Yeah.
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 Nice.
A
That's
very
great.
soon time from now, but also
I
like
love that.
way too long because
Way
And-
too
yeah.
long.
And guys, so
Oh fuck.
Lennon has quite staunchly refused to make the goat sound, which is a tragedy and a crime.
Wild.
But in the chat while we were streaming and we were kind of talking about the goat sound, she did agree that if we get 420 followers, that she will make the goat sound. So guys, spread the word. If we get 420 followers, Lennon will make the sound. Because as we like to end our stream, we like to end our stream with the goat salute.
The guts.
Lennon will not contribute, but she might if we
She
get
might.
420
No, she has
followers.
to. She won't.
She
might.
has to.
She
She's
has
legally-
to.
it's actually it's written into
Have
Contractually
it
her.
in
obligated.
writing.
It's
If
written
she
into
doesn't
her
do
contract.
It, she will
We
go to
haven't
jail
written a
for
contract yet,
69
but
years.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. I would like to say like a huge thank you to all of you who joined us tonight. Thank you,
Yeah.
Miss, for
Yeah.
like joining us on this sweet little thing we're doing.
Yeah.
I just got an email in the middle of the stream that we got invited to be a Twitch affiliate.
Yeah.
So like that's really
Hey.
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, come by Monday because we got some exciting stuff to announce.
Yes,
Yeah.
we love you all so much. On the very off chance that any of you want to do any art, or like,
We're art thirsty.
Or even just or
Thirsty.
even just ask us questions.
or even just ask us
Yeah.
questions. Email us at
Mhm.
blackwaterdnd@gmail.com. Come hang out with us on Instagram,
Yeah.
and find us in all the places.
I'm sure one of our mods will put the email in the chat, but we understand that you're kind of coming in halfway into a game. So
Yeah.
if anybody genuinely has some questions, like I
Yeah.
have no idea, what this place is, like we're super happy to chat about it and help you guys figure it out.
Me,
I
let me
don't know
take
if
you
you
on a little
Somebody
lower,
just-
a little lower.
Tim and I
walk.
are hoping
don't know-
further down the line to do a little show where myself come as lore keeper comes on and answer your lore questions, because I know there are still people out there who #WeWantCalendar. So
I don't know
Love
if you can
y'all.
tell this, but we fucking love talking about this campaign and our
Yes.
respective characters and even the
Yes.
characters that other people play. So just ask us questions and we'll get into it. If you're ready for like 6-page answers,
We'll get
Buckle
into
your butt.
it. Buckle up your
that
butts.
Buckle up your butts.
Somebody in the chat wants clack art, and I think all of us agree.
I want clack
Yes,
art.
yes, absolutely.
I want
Clack art.
All clack
would.
everything.
It
I
is
would-
canon that all patch look pretty much the same, but I did pick the
Yeah.
patch to come with me that looked the most like Macaulay Culkin.
Oh right, I forgot
He
about
does
that.
have, yeah,
That
he
is
does have a
true.
slight.
So
It's true. It's true. That is canon. He did say that. That's not even a joke.
in some way, not a lot, because
No.
the most like Macaulay Culkin, but he should resemble Macaulay Culkin
you
at
guys-
least a little bit.
If you
more
guys
than your
want
average.
a vague depiction of what Clack looks like, we made a Hero Forge mini of him that we've ordered, and we'll put that up on our Instagram this week. So stay tuned for the sweet picture of Clack on our Instagram. I think I don't have any other announcements other than a big thank you to Tiana as our
Yeah.
artist. We love you, Tiana.
So one more thing, because I see someone express concern that they won't be able to make it on Monday. If you come by our channel, you can see all of our videos on demand. All of our videos that we stream will be kept within our channel. So you can just go and watch. You can watch episode 1 and 2. Because those are up there now on a rebroadcast, and then you'll be able to see the Monday show as soon as we're done streaming it. So,
Also, I'm living for the clips. I love
Yes.
the option to clip. So if you
Yes.
guys like clips, please clip our stuff. I
clip
love
it
so
up, my
much.
guys.
Yes. Oh
Great.
man.
Thanks so
Thank you
much,
so-
everyone.
Thank you so much.
Let's end it on.
And,
Have a good night.
Have a good
and we'll
night,
see you on
guys.
Monday.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye.